dentist. Though she let me get in her pants.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Coming soon to Bob and Tom Television. He's a 600-year-old vampire with a diabolically insatiable appetite for human blood. And an offensive gastrointestinal ailment. He's Count Flatula.
Once again, I, Count Flatula, am prowling the streets of Stenchylvania in search of fresh blood. I grow weak. I must drink from this leftover vial of blood. Oh boy, that's expired. But alas, I see another victim. Count Flatula shall sneak upon her with stealth-like brows. She will not even see me coming.
Woo-hoo! Man, that is stanky.
That wasn't me. It must have been a stray dog. Or perhaps the wolfman.
Who the hell are you, anyway?
I am Prince of the Undead. I am Count Flatula.
Prince of the Undead, huh? Well, it sure do smell like something died. Did you just step on a duck?
I want to suck your blood.
I want to light a match. Ooh, man, that is nasty.
I tire of your insolence. Perhaps you don't understand. I am a vampire. I live in a coffin.
I don't know about no coffin. What I do know is I'm gagging.
That's Count Flatula.
If you don't want to hear him fart, just drive a stake into his heart. He'll tear the pants right off your ass. Then he'll say,
It's a gas!
Count Flatula. He only comes out at night. Tuesday night, that is, at 8, right after an all-new Law & Order SPD. Only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Be there.
Antipasto. That's the word you're supposed to say checking your Dracula impersonation. Antipasto.
It's very good.
Yeah, see? Am I bothering you people?
I love it.
Good morning.
Antipasto.
What hump? It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee
Hello, Chick
Uh-oh,
McGee.
job interview today.
would
Look
like
at
to
that.
show me a house, I think. Wow. You know, the right house is the one that's for sale.
That's exactly right.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold, as I live and breathe.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Chick McGee, of course, Manning. I put the emphasis on that. Manning.
I'm a man, all right.
Manning the Dude Wipes sports desk.
Genetically, I'm a man.
Now, we do allow Christy to use the Dude Wipes.
Yeah, they're in my bathroom. Well, I guess we have
You know what I found out?
gender-neutral bathrooms now.
Dude wipes are good for the lady dogs. They like, they get that goop in their eyes every now and
Sure.
then. You give them a quick wipe with the dude wipes. They love those.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you after your dog crouches on your neighbor's lawn, if you're leaning over and wiping the backside of your dog,
No.
Well,
your neighbor must.
but-
that
But
is
that's-
one.
I've
that
had
is
to do
one.
that.
That is one devoted dog owner.
You know they have to have their
Sometimes they have to have that.
anal glands expressed.
Don't we all?
No,
I saw a friend of mine. I say friend, but I follow him on Instagram. He was in Japan, I think, and the deal there is you're supposed to, if you have a puppy dog, catch the dropping before it hits the ground.
Barehanded, or do you get a glove?
Well, no, they have these little takeout containers, and that's that. Yeah,
seriously.
absolutely. And he sent a video of this woman walking her dog, and the dog does the shrimp thing, and here she comes. Whoop! right into the pot, right into the container.
Wow.
Do you hold it with a stick, or do you have to be right there?
Well, no, but you've held a plastic bag full of poo.
I do every day, but
Yeah.
it hits the ground, then I pick it up.
Well, you're not supposed to let it hit the ground.
Well, that may be in Japan.
Well, think about it, though.
Here in the USA,
There's crap everywhere on the street, just laying there. I know you don't get it all. You don't clean all of it up. You're a bad citizen.
First of all, they don't go in the street.
Some dogs probably would stop what they were doing if you came up right behind it.
Wouldn't
Like
that freak you out a little bit?
I know I would have trouble going if there was somebody there
Go ahead,
catching
Josh.
it.
Let her rip.
Here's something. When we are on a walk, I take the two lady dogs on a walk. One of them does not like to, only when we're on a walk, does not like to go in grass. She likes to go in the street.
Really?
Oh.
And especially urine, which
Wow.
is quite the display.
That's interesting.
That's rather odd.
Dribbling into the, it's not good.
I
Like,
was,
like a drunk on a bender. Pissing in the street.
I was about, let's see, how did we get, I know, I was just stopping the show to say that's Christy Lee over there looking like she's about to sell some real estate, and she is at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Maybe I'm selling you insurance.
Oh, could be.
I don't know.
Very nice,
Thank you.
very nice suit jacket. Is that, forgive me, the term double-breasted seems
Yes,
somewhat
it is
inappropriate, but it is.
double-breasted.
Okay.
So that means that's triple-breasted.
No, it would be four, wouldn't it?
No, she doesn't have
Double.
double.
Would be.
No, wait a minute.
The jacket is double-breasted. Christy.
And then she's breasted. So
Yeah.
that's three.
No, I think breasted
But I
implies
have two.
Well, no, but
It's
double.
not one big one.
Wait a minute, I think I'm getting a beat on it.
If you're, I think there's someone getting a beat on.
Double-breasted would be
Monobreast.
double-breasted would be four breasts, though.
Technically, I suppose.
Okay.
A jacket that is double-breasted. Remember the monkeys used to wear those double-breasted shirts?
I love those.
Those did not take
Oh,
off.
yeah.
I remember I was
Chefs wear them.
just too fat. To wear one.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah,
I will
kinda.
take that. Chefs also wear those. Remember the old pharmacist jackets in the movies where the buttons way up in the
Yes.
comes all the way across and buttons in the shoulder. I'm not sure what those were for, but they were a very specific era of medical wear, pre-scrubs, if you will. Good morning, Ace. Did your football team play over the weekend?
They did.
And
They
what
got
happened?
jobbed by the refs, right? I know.
Yeah,
they didn't win. So that's the only thing.
It's preseason.
Yeah. There we go.
How did the
Had they won, they would be pronounced the future Super Bowl champ. Well, they probably
that
will
goes without
anyway.
saying.
Yeah, there you go.
how did the dog giving go?
The dog always went great. Yes, thank you for
Does
asking.
he have a name?
The puppy, maybe. This has been a problem all weekend.
How about Alistair?
There's
Once again,
no way you're
what's
letting
in the
that kid
running?
name
Once
that
again,
dog.
we got a puppy, and his name is either going to be excuse me.
Oh boy. What? I thought you said it was a boy puppy.
It is a boy puppy. It's either going to be Elvis 2 after my original Elvis
Well,
dog.
just call her. Just call him Elvis.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
no,
call him
but
Elvis,
I think
too.
I think in the lead is Dungy, named after the great football coach Tony Dungy. I think Dungy is leading.
Okay, I don't want to be an instigator here, but there's no way your daughter,
Yeah.
Hart, came up with those names.
just adore Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
I'm 7 years old.
Yeah.
I love Elvis Presley.
We're going to let Hart name
Coach
the dog.
Dungy hasn't been a coach since I've been alive, but boy, I love him.
I don't.
You forced that down their
Yes.
throat.
That's not true. Kelly did.
See, this is my favorite
see,
thing about you. You think you can talk your way out of this? I'll dazzle them with my words.
Did your daughter offer any?
Name suggestions?
We've been going through them all, and
I'd like to hear some of her.
You be
too.
you be
Yeah, what
going
are
through them all.
hers? A kid naming a pet is one of my favorite things ever.
What you want to name her? What?
Swifty.
Swifty is what I thought.
Bingo at one point.
That's a good one.
That's a good name.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. I'm chasing this dog around, going dog. Dungy seems to be sticking though.
Dungy.
That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
I think we know that's the name of the dog.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yes.
You have to from now on, because I can't talk to you. From now on, if any of us get another dog, it has to be a person's name. Period. End of story. Like Larry or
Well,
Steve
there
or
was-
I
Dennis.
have that. Leo, Frankie. I
There
got
was
those.
talk of Walter,
Oh, I love that name.
which I thought was sort of.
I liked it too. Yeah.
Wally, Walter.
But then there was going to
Walter.
then yeah. Here's the problem with that. Then it became Wally, and that sounds a lot like Willie.
That sounds nothing like Willie.
Wally, Willie, they're similar. They both start with a wa and then with a l.
You're so hard to talk
So
to.
she didn't have any other names but Bingo?
I'm trying to remember what the other ones. There was there's one more that was in the running, but
How about Snoop? Ooh. Snoop.
That never came up.
Huh.
I don't know. But he's a good little guy. He's only had a couple accidents. And everyone seems to.
So I ran into Tom over the weekend.
In the wild? Freaks me out.
I ran out in the wild.
Tom in the wild.
Ran
Freaks me
into
out.
Finn, his older daughter. And I said, so how did the puppy exchange go? Did you get a nice video? Can't wait to see it. No, Dad messed that all up.
Messed that all up.
Messed it all up.
See, the plan was.
Now, I'd
She
love
was
to hear
so
your
cute.
side of the story.
She was so cute. No, Dad messed that all up.
She didn't. I didn't mess it up. It's fine.
There you go.
We wanted to get a video. She didn't know that she was getting this dog.
Right.
So I had Kelly go one way with the dog. I went the other way after we got back from the airport.
Uh-huh.
And I just said we have a surprise, and then I was holding the camera, and when the dog came out, she ran in front of me, so I just got the back of her head.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It was kind of, I couldn't really get around it. It's not bad.
Was she had to be so excited.
Lost her mind.
Way to go, Tarantino.
Oh, no, it's cute.
But it's all good now. It's a little dungy, maybe.
Well, you know that's what it's going to be.
What an awful name.
That's the worst name ever.
There's no hard sound to it, so the dog Dungy.
Just a duh.
Yeah, I guess there's that.
I mean, there are a lot of dogs
you have
named
now?
after stadiums and.
What are your dogs now named?
Hattie and Mr. Fletcher.
Okay.
And then in the winter we have another dog.
FedEx.
Where'd you get Mr. Fletcher from?
It was
Is that your secret lover?
It was a discussion in the car that I had no input on.
Mother Fletcher.
Yeah, so we'll see. But cute little guy.
Dungy.
I think we have some photographs of the little fella.
Cute.
On our social media.
No one wants to see your dog.
I didn't bring it up.
No, I do. I want to see the puppy.
We want to.
Yeah, we all want to
You can see this on my arm here. This is a little
Nothing
nip.
cuter.
Little puppy bite?
Yeah, he's those razor sharp teeth that little puppies have. But he's a good guy. He's a good little kid. Coming up, we have some Olympic updates.
Good little kid. He does things. A small child or a puppy, no difference to Tom Griswold.
We have some interesting updates. Did anyone else see any
Glad
of the
it brings you joy.
so-called breaking?
Yeah. Watched about an hour of it.
I watched almost 4 hours of it. The women.
Oh, that girl from Australia is.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see any of the. I didn't get to see any of the B girls.
She looked so out of place.
Poor girl. She was.
I turned it on, and
but
there was
confident.
a woman.
Yeah.
There was a woman spinning, and then stopped with her legs in the air, and she was entirely dressed. So I said, "I'm out."
Oh.
Now, if they'd been dressed like the lady volleyball players, then they'd have something.
It was embarrassing.
Baggy clothes and the pants.
The music was so, you couldn't hear the music.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, now when I watched, you could hear the music
I
great.
could hear it.
They were as athletic as anybody on the planet. It's really impressive.
Yeah, that showed. But
I watched when it got down to like the medal round. It was pretty
Don't worry,
impressive.
it won't be back.
It won't?
No.
Not for LA, no.
They've already said that
Maybe
it was
32.
described as humiliating and embarrassing, and it's not coming back.
This is from listener Bob. Good morning, Bob. Tom was right. It starts. Breaking was ridiculous. I've seen police videos of suspects being tased that I could have won gold, he says.
The one gal looked like she was doing, remember the thing Curly used to do in the Three Stooges where he'd lie on one shoulder and spin around? I saw that and I said, I
was
am out.
unfortunate.
Wouldn't he make a noise as he was spinning on the floor? That's it.
She did a kangaroo move, the poor thing.
That was.
Oh, so one girl wasn't particularly good? Is that what
Exactly. One girl was so bad that they
Yeah.
played that over
Yeah,
and
this
again.
girl
We
from
didn't get
Australia.
We didn't
Ray-
get a chance to see the good ones.
Her name was Ray Gunn, and it immediately was everywhere on the internet. It was
And
so
she's-
embarrassing.
she scored no points.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She got a zero.
It was really.
that's unfortunate.
It
felt
is
bad for her.
unfortunate.
The dudes I saw, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
True. I saw a couple that were amazing.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with sports. Sorry. It will not be back.
Some of that rhythmic gymnastics was it. I saw some of the group.
I watched that
was
Saturday morning.
insane as well.
Yes.
I mean, we can make fun of the ribbons all day.
Are they
but-
throwing stuff in the air?
Yes.
What those girls did, I don't know how they didn't all get gold. I was astounded.
You're right.
I think that
Josh, thank you for bringing that up. They don't get the attention they
if it's
deserve.
breaking versus frisbee dogs for the next Olympics, I want the frisbee dogs. We'll find out more about the Olympics coming up in a matter of moments. Right now, it's I know we had some NFL action. Chick will be talking about that coming up.
Preseason, baby.
And my new, I've discussed this before, my idea with regard to if you're in a situation in which, say, your wife does not like you watching all that NFL football, you can begin the season by giving her some nice jewelry. That's a little bit of a, hey, look, how about this?
That'll keep her trap shut.
That'll shut her up. No, Steven Singer is not calling this the this'll shut her up bracelet. But
they could.
They could, yeah. I'm sorry. You've heard that motto, I hate Steven Singer. I've said it over and over again. Why? Well, because a lot of other jewelers hate Steven Singer. He delivers the best quality diamond jewelry at the very best price every day. There's no sale with the weird flying things. What did we determine those things are called at the used car lots that blow up? And
we call them dancing tube men.
The dancing tube men.
Yeah.
He doesn't have one of those going, Steven Singer today only. Nope, it's every day. So this might be a cool day to kick back and grab your phone and go online to IHateStevenSinger.com. Get a little something for her or perhaps for him. Whatever you're into is okay with me. Real, natural, earthborn diamonds. That's what Steven is into. Speaking of dogs, he's a dog guy. He's got his little dog buddy. Real, natural, rare, earthborn diamonds that I mentioned. That from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven, famous for his 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Also famous for the upgrade. You got those earrings last year. Maybe you want to get a little bigger ones? Okay, you get 100% value on the first set. Well, how nice is that? One place, one price. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have to catch up with the robot dentist.
Yeah.
Yikes. We have speed dating, and we have, believe it or not, motorized pants in the news.
An idea whose time has come.
And you didn't want to live in the future. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, it's actually a musical chair right now because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Steven Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun. But I have my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days.
And there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steven Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet where thy belly meets thy limb,
I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are furballs down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I saith not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I saith not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
What is a lute?
A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes...
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though. Look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's
You're really anti-lute, man.
I do not.
Bob and Tom Archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We've all got Olympic hangovers. Boy, what did I enjoy that I didn't think I'd enjoy? Oh, well, thank you. Good question, Chick. I liked archery. I liked the pistol shoot. I liked the guy from Turkey who didn't have any of the modern equipment. He just had the gun.
Yeah, that was cool.
And won the silver.
You know what I enjoyed about archery is they would show them, and you'd be like, boy, and then they would go, oh, by the way, this is how far apart they are.
Yeah, right.
And you go, oh, my God.
Yeah, that's like that's the next county.
Because it makes it look, the way it's shot makes it look like it's right there. But
and then there's a 5 mile an hour tailwind, which is gigantic in archery. And they have to account for that, of course. Yeah, I could.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was too much of everything, but it was great.
There was too much of everything, and there wasn't an organized way to find it and watch it. It was kind of like catch as catch can.
Yeah, but it was great. Interestingly enough, I was kind of curious, and I looked up lacrosse, not in the Olympics.
Really?
But, breakdancing in the Olympics.
All right.
And field hockey. I didn't know men played field hockey. Did you?
No. Yeah. I watched some of that. I watched
some of it. I didn't know.
I watched some of the women's.
Again, lacrosse, vital sport in America, played by many, even high schools, of course, junior high school. But
growing, really popular.
It's apparently it's going to be added again. It hasn't been in the Olympics, I want to say, since something like 1908.
Whoa.
Man.
It's been a long time. They're bringing that back, but they've already announced there will not be breakdancing at the L.A. Games in 2028. They are adding, what is it, football?
Flag
football. Here we go. They're adding cricket, flag football, baseball and softball, lacrosse, and squash.
Good.
Didn't breakdancing start in L.A., I thought? Maybe? I don't know.
I thought it was in the Bronx on cardboard.
Really? One of them.
I saw an interview with Roger Goodell, one of the Olympic. Did you see that?
No.
And she said, so what do you think? Are we going to see some NFL stars in the Olympics? And he said, well, I imagine there are a lot of athletes who would love to go for that gold, but we'll have to see. It was a very, he dismissed it pretty quickly.
He didn't want to say, we'll have to see. He wanted to say, over my dead body.
Right. Yeah. And she kind of laughed.
Yeah.
I would think the team owners aren't going to want to have one of their mega $1 million athletes risk blowing a knee out at the L.A. games. So we'll see. Anyway, they're bringing some other cool sports in. It was great.
Hey, I say congratulations to everybody involved in the breakdancing. That is a real.
I do too.
That's
Josh.
a real skill and talent.
It's hard.
And I don't care if it's in the Olympics or not. But what they did was really cool. And that girl who's being destroyed, I guess you guys were telling me,
breaks my heart.
How dare you criticize a woman who got in front of the world?
Yes.
And did something
that she truly loves.
Yeah, and maybe and remember, it was all improvised, so maybe she just didn't, she was nervous. You have no idea what was going on.
I thought she was deliberately doing it to stink.
I can't imagine somebody would do that.
Why would you work hard to get into the Olympics and then throw the match?
Right. She qualified, so she has to have some talent. So she just, yeah. Okay, God bless you, ma'am, for whatever.
Ray Gunn is her name.
Oh, yeah, Ray Gunn, good for you. Good on you for what you did.
Okay.
I think we should say, pew, after we say her name. Try to.
Oh, Ray Gunn.
There you go.
There really is some true athleticism to that breaking.
Spinning around on the floor?
It's crazy. Yeah.
And holding handstands on one arm.
Yeah,
and
it's
on
all
one shoulder,
course.
like
Every muscle is firing.
Yeah.
I didn't hear them say what the surface was.
It looked just like I don't know.
Graphite. It was a mixture of graphite,
hot coals,
Teflon, and.
But to be authentic, you should bring your own cardboard. They could have
BYOC.
You could have brought your own cardboard and then had like a sponsorship
for the cardboard.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, if it wasn't Amazon Prime, what are they doing?
Oh man,
did you extra bucks
as a young child, Tom? You ordered things mail order, correct?
Almost never.
Really?
Oh yeah, almost never.
Man, I try. I save up pennies to get 8 Marvel posters for my room,
or a free an album from a box of cereal that you mail back in,
or the Columbia House for a penny to get all the. I had no idea, being an adult, one of my main jobs is breaking down boxes.
In today's world, it's cardboard. A lot more of it.
Do you do that? You break down your boxes?
I do. I have a mat knife, and I flatten them up and take them to recycle.
I was going to say, I bet you have a breaking down boxing station. Where you have your sharp implements. And
one of those nice, you slide out the blade.
Oh, yeah. Box cutter?
I got one right here with me. I have one on my desk. I have one in my closet.
Whip it out.
And I have one in my garage.
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
Those are scary.
I bought a 3-pack. They're all over the house.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Very handy. Now,
clean this room with that, boy.
Once again, Christy Lee at the Silac news desk, all dressed up today.
Yes.
And Christy and
for you guys.
Christy and I both went to see a tremendous show. Justin Willman, the magician.
Oh, good.
That was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. I am still trying to figure out how he did any of the tricks.
It's unbelievable. My husband wasn't exactly excited about going because he didn't really know Justin.
You know why he went?
Because he loves me. And
nope.
What?
Because there was going to be that sweet, sweet delivery. Sweet delivery was coming later that evening.
You want the sniz.
And he loved it. He had such a great time. It was really nice.
Oh, good. He did, especially later.
That guy puts on a heck of a show.
Oh,
he sure does.
By the way, it looks like Justin Willman's going to be in Charleston, West Virginia, coming up later this week, the 16th and the 17th in Lexington. Then he's got Des Moines, Cleveland, Dayton, and Eugene, Oregon, all on the fall roster. Absolutely go see him.
Put down the axe, Eugene.
It was a tremendous show. The end of it is just when you think, okay, that's an amazing trick, and then he...
Can you give us a hint? Is it a levitation? Is it a...
nope, not going to give you a hint.
A guy going somewhere? Is it a teleportation? Is it...
It's just great.
Does he have an opener?
Close Up Magic?
He has a great video that opens the show.
Oh, cool.
Really, really funny.
I always wondered if magicians had up-and-coming magicians open for them.
Oh, like comedy? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
You know, that would be interesting.
Hey, don't do the trick on. That's mine.
Stuff big enough to see in a theater? Was it? Did it
Yes.
read well?
Oh,
Did it
yeah.
read well?
Yeah, and for certain things, he has a close-up special camera right on stage that's not at all distracting, and he brings people up. And
did he make an elephant disappear? Any large animal at all?
No.
Well, it
But
doesn't
they
sound
had-
like much of a magic show
Yeah,
to me.
lots of animals at the end.
What do you do?
Lots of animals at the end.
Yeah, don't give it away. It's amazing.
I
I
told
love
you.
that he uses the audience a lot.
I don't trust him. He freaked me out. He freaked me out again.
He had a kid
my
up
car.
there. This kid up there, and he goes, "Oh no, what are you going to be when you grow up?" And he goes, "Well, I'm either going to be a good father, or a lawyer."
Holy hell!
Oh, you can't be both.
And that's exactly what he said. It was so funny.
How old was this full-grown adult masquerading as a child?
He was like 8,
That's
maybe?
so funny. Some kid.
So
Good
cute.
Lord.
If you've never seen it, he's got a bunch of great TV.
Have you ever
Magic for Humans.
Have you ever asked a kid under 10 a question and they started off with, "Well, they don't do." Who was this kid?
Just some kid from there. He was great.
Yeah.
That was
Great
amazing.
stuff. Anyway, if you get a chance, go see Justin Willman. He's terrific. Such a nice guy, too. Now, we have Olympics to catch up with and a couple of other things from last week's show you wanted to review.
Time now for things we learned on Friday morning show. We open the show with Tom lives by a code.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's what Pat's been doing lately, is just playing recorded songs that we
They
have.
just play the recordings of me.
Instead of playing anything live. I'm
I
not
just
sure
sit here
whether
and
if you
enjoy
just
myself.
sit here with your feet up. Got my popcorn ready.
Oh, boy, was I good back then.
Christy on Friday wore a shirt with poofy sleeves, much like Seinfeld's pirate shirt.
I want to be a pirate.
She
that
claims
again.
it was a gift, and she had to wear it, is what she said.
No, I didn't.
No,
I said it was
said
a
that.
gift, and he said that. I love
She
that
had
shirt.
to wear it. Apparently, the person that gave it to her was going to be tuning in that day.
It's a good shirt, Christy.
No, thank you. Josh, you're so nice.
We all enjoyed breaking at the Olympics. We were talking about it on Friday.
Except Tom.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was
And, by the
embarrassing
way,
and humiliating and stupid.
I don't think the shoes that we saw from Nike, if I want to throw a fly in the ointment here, were actually the shoes that I saw them wearing. They look like Generals to me, the LD 4000, which is another shoe entirely. Yeah. The LD 1000 is mine.
You know the names of the shoes?
Well, he's a shoe expert.
The numbers, Tom. The numbers.
Sorry. Wow.
As a matter of the fact, the shoe you're wearing, it's OC. I can't say anything negative now. I slipped out. Okay. Hey, I had the Pogo Fred interview video playing on a loop at my compound last week because I couldn't get enough of hearing Pogo Fred talk about jumping on a pogo stick.
He's a professional.
He can
do
again.
backflips and all kinds of
Did you happen to
cool
see him
tricks.
over the weekend?
I did not, even though
You did all this talking about Pogo Fred.
There was so many people there, I couldn't get over there.
He couldn't even pogo, I bet.
Didn't you say they had to stop the tram or whatever?
Yeah, which is good. I hate that thing. Kill somebody.
Why don't you like the tram?
Because people are too fat to walk around there. If you can't walk around,
you do both. You do a lap on foot, and then you get on the tram and walk around, and then you get off and do another lap.
I hate that thing.
I bet the kids like it.
No, we don't. We walk.
People are too fat. And they don't belong there.
They don't belong there.
You can't walk around, you don't belong there.
Daddy, I don't want to walk anymore. Shut up. It's the Bataan Death March is what this is.
It was so crowded. It was so crowded they had to turn that thing off where it ran somebody over.
Turn the tram off?
Yeah.
You mean park it?
Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, they stopped using them. It was too crowded.
Man, I didn't know they did that.
Possible. That would seem like the peak use.
Yeah.
I know. It's really helpful for some people.
Yeah.
Not just the fat.
Oddly enough, some people who are not training for a triathlon like to go to the fair. And they need a little help.
Sorry, Grandma, we're walking.
What? My colon's falling out. Tough.
You can rent those sit-down scooters. You know, what do they call those? What do they call them? Mobility?
Rascals?
Rascals,
or,
yeah. I almost rented one just so I could have a picture of me on it, and you guys would be able to attack me for the rest of the year.
I've been toying with the idea of going downtown and for the express purpose of renting one of those limes or whatever they're called. You know,
the scooters.
The stand-up scooter?
Yeah, they look fun. But I'm sure I'd wreck and hit my head and
And sue the city.
Think I was Neil Diamond. That might be exciting.
Don't you want to sue a city?
No.
Start at $2.3 million.
What?
Chick McGee versus this city?
Yeah. A picture of me with a head wrap over one eye.
Yeah. My client, Your Honor, as you can see.
Media darling injured.
Irresponsibly driving
oh, sure.
a dangerous vehicle
there
without
are
a
different
helmet.
Opinions.
Yes, I was jumping it into a fountain.
But so what indeed?
Now, by 0.12, what do you mean exactly?
How often does that happen?
A lot.
I can't. I'm too drunk to walk. I got to get one of these scooters, right?
I'm sure it is.
That's a great idea.
Talk to your local ER doc about those.
Josh was talking about soft water on Friday. He has it. He was recommended by his plumber, but he still does not care for it.
Oh, no, I've really come around to it. Yeah.
I really enjoy
Especially
it.
the hard water stains.
Didn't you say it was like bathing in Wesson oil? What was it?
Yeah.
Solid oil.
Yeah,
Does that
Italian
make it
dressing.
harder to lather up or easier? What's the deal?
Oh, it's supposed to be easier. Yeah, infinitely easier.
I just didn't grow up on it, so the first time I ever used it, it felt slimy and oily to me.
Really?
Yeah. But now I like it.
But if you have really hard water, you get that terrible taste in your mouth.
I never...
And then your toilets all turn brown. Not from the usual way.
Yeah, no. At worst, I'll get the calcium, the white stain on like a faucet.
I get the lime on my faucets if I don't keep ahead of that.
Is that the hard white stuff?
No, it's the hard green stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
lime.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that why it's called lime?
I think it might be.
Good product.
It looks like a Martian ooze, if you know what I mean.
Oh, sure.
You know what that color is.
We had the poop face mask.
Jupiter jizz. Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
The Brazilian model Deborah Pessoto promoting a skincare routine in which she takes her own fecal material and
Pessoto
puts it on her face.
Isn't that?
She says, here's her quote. She decided to don the fecal face mask after reading online that it could, quote, prevent aging.
Well, it prevents dating, I can tell you.
Baby, I can't kiss you.
Yeah. But
Go
it's
wipe
new.
yourself off, baby.
It's new Poop Tragina.
I don't care how much you scrub there'd still be an odor there. Wouldn't it be a residual?
I can't imagine how much scrubbing you'd have.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't there be a pink eye risk here?
Yes,
certainly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the same model, by the way, it points out, that promoted putting menstrual blood on her skin to soften it.
Okay.
Well, do we know if it worked? The aging thing we can't tell right away, but the softening we should be able to.
I don't know. I think she's embarrassed about the menstrual thing, and boy, is her face red. But
So her face is covered with crap, but she's embarrassed about the menstrual thing. Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking. As she's caking on, I don't know what I was thinking with that menstrual blood.
That's private. Well, can I have more crap, please?
Well, and it's her own, by the way. That's the secret. Apparently.
God.
Yeah, once again, more great medical ideas from the internet, the home of all great ideas. Coming up, we have interesting news about from the Lego world. We have motorized pants in the news, and a very unusual thing about racehorses. And also, are you kinky? There is a new
None of your business.
There's a new scientific scale to measure how kinky you are.
I'm as kinky as a hose.
For scientific research.
Left out in the yard. I need something else in there.
Okay.
Kinky as a hose.
Right now, I want to tell you
all night. No,
this
sorry.
portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Comparison: the thief of joy. You're looking at social media, going, "Look at that! They've got more than I do." Oh, look, there's palm trees. They must be on vacation. I got blah. Oh, come on. Stop it. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness. Why am I saying that? Because perhaps therapy can help you get it together. Start not worrying about things like comparing yourself to everybody else. Learn positive coping skills and set some healthy boundaries. That's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp is a way to access therapy in a much more convenient way. It's really quite elegant, convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. The way it works, I should say, is you fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. And the idea is the therapy itself is done online. You can do it like a phone call. You can do it like a Zoom call with a camera on. You can do it texting back and forth. It's about what works for you. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month. That's what the /BT Show part's all about. But if you're considering therapy, consider BetterHelp. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp Facebook.com/BT Show. And give therapy a try. Start living your best life, as they say. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Also, coming up, we have an interesting thing that the Olympics, as you know, went without a hitch. A couple of minor speed bumps with descent, et cetera. But they did have to be careful because of something that happened just before the closing ceremonies at the Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1.
Let's get a shot of the mustache. We have the camera in here now.
I got a before shot.
Okay,
and
now
I
we got
just,
now we got motion pictures here.
Zoom in nice and tight on this blonde beauty. Hey.
Okay, now you have is that mascara? What kind of makeup is that your girlfriend got for you?
This is the CoverGirl Lash Exact mascara. It can be found at stores near you.
Okay, now, Chick, are you going to apply the mascara to the stash? We'll see if it looks.
Come on, Chick.
Looks any better. What color is the mascara?
Well, it's the color of the tube, right?
No, it's not purple. It's a brown.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one.
Because your hair's kind of blondish brown.
Here's a little something for the camera.
Hey!
All right. Okay. Let's. Could we forego the? Let's get this going here. Just get the.
Okay. I'll be gentle.
You know what, though?
What?
His mustache looks a lot better close up.
It does. It looks very good.
Thank you, Chick. I appreciate that.
You can't see it from far away. It's the same color as his skin.
Gentle touch.
Now, does that stuff? What if you lick your lips? Will that stuff come off? Don't just do the middle.
Am I half stashed?
Wait, I'm not doing this in the.
Now, if you get, you darken it up a little bit.
That looks nice.
See,
Thank you.
Brings out the.
Give me a look.
Brings out his eyes. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Then you do this.
Yeah. Pump
Okay.
it.
Bob,
Yes, sir.
remember the movie that last year was made that didn't have any speaking to it?
The Artist.
The Artist. Anybody see that? Did you see The Artist, Pat? The silent movie last year?
Silent movie?
Yeah. It was called The Artist. Won a bunch of Academy Awards.
That sounds
You look like that guy. That's the kind of mustache you have.
An Academy Award winner, huh?
Let's take a look.
Well, it was supposed to be a mustache from the days before there were talkie films.
Right.
So it may be a little dated. Turn around. Let me see. Let me verify.
He's almost done. It's
What Picasso
actually looking
work over here?
looking pretty darn good. Looking pretty darn good.
Let's see.
What's
All
my
right, turn around. Oh, let's go.
Voila!
Okay, Pat McAfee. Oh dear God.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Now I can see it. Now it does look very romantic.
And it really does match his hair color a lot better.
Oh, my. We got a little mascara on her.
Well, wipe it
I'm
off.
sorry. Yeah, they started talking to me, and I got mad at Tom, so I can miss.
Now, do you think maybe you should go with what's the permanent dye for the mustache called? The
Permanent?
Yeah, it's on all the commercials.
Not permanent.
Just for men.
Just for men. That stuff. You need the just for men. Mm-hmm.
You think it would look like this permanent?
Sure. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be permanent. It would
lasts
last
about
for a couple of weeks.
And then you have to reapply. And...
So for my Super Bowl TV stuff, I need to get the just for men.
Or just do it.
Yeah.
Just hit it with the mascara before you go on screen. I think it's fine the way it is.
Chick, I'd like to thank you for what you just did.
No, but then you're going to be walking around, and then you're going to be wiping your face, and half of it's going to come off.
If I was to have a cocktail right now that happened to run a little high, would the mascara running to
think
my
so.
mouth?
I don't think so. Most mascara is like the commercials I've seen. The girls dive in.
Of course, they always it's women and it's their eyelashes that they use it for. Rarely do you see those get hit with a drink.
Mustache, yeah.
And when they do, they usually kind of tear up. I don't know how that would work at a bar, Pat.
Yeah, Pat's now trying
Maybe
to
you
touch
should
up
go
the
the
mustache.
just for men.
Yeah, but then the question has to be asked: even if your mustache is dark, is it really your look? And that's where I think that comes into question.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Sending Joey Logano into a spin on the final lap to win in overtime at Richmond. Major League Baseball Interleague winners, the Angels, Detroit, and Seattle. American League, Tampa Bay, Oakland, Houston, the Yankees, and Cleveland get the wins. And in the National League, Miami, Cincinnati, Colorado, Arizona, and the Dodgers all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
An airline in India is offering women the chance to not be seated next to a man if they choose. Well, you failed to mention what man came up with this ingenious spin. Well, I don't want to sit next to a chatty Cathy, but it'll look sexist if I don't want to sit next to a woman. What if we make it look like the women don't want to sit next to us? Brilliant. We learned the most dangerous sex position was reverse cowgirl. What you failed to mention, Iris thought the most dangerous sex position was boss secretary.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
The Bob and Tom Show.
I know of two of them, one of them at least, he was as healthy as a damn horse when he went in there. There was another one. They give him a lethal dose of no brains when he come back.
Bob and Tom, more than slightly confused.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Had a credit card stolen.
Right.
And you forget
That you have auto pay on
the
it.
auto pay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's the key to win this one. Get a new credit card and only put your auto pay stuff on that credit card. So your magazine subscriptions, all the stuff you have in auto pay is on that one, and never use it for anything else, and you can keep an eye on it.
That's fair. Now, I was going to follow this advice, but you lost me at magazine subscription.
yes.
Oh, I don't know who's had a magazine subscription in the last 45 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin. Hello. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. If you're still using TP, dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down. That's Dude Wipes.
Speaking of pants, we have a bizarre story about motorized pants coming up.
What could these be?
I don't understand what you're saying.
And it's not as ridiculous as it sounds.
Okay.
Wait till you hear about it.
Interesting.
Motorized pants. But first, we return to the sports desk with Chick McGee, of course. That is the Dude Wipes sports desk, as you indicated.
Still talking over what we learned on Friday morning. Chad Daniels stole a car with his dad.
Yeah.
Chad did not.
Quite the process.
Chad's dad was kind of a scam artist. In fact, Chad
was kind of unwittingly involved.
Yeah. It's a great story.
Father, a bit of a flim-flam man.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they don't know if he's alive or dead.
Now, that's a good movie that you should go watch.
Flim Flam?
Flim Flam Man, George C. Scott, Michael Sarrazin. It's really good, Tom. Check that out. You'd like that. Jeff Oskey, our behind-the-scenes type and also the purveyor of news we failed to mention. And I think he's been to Paris 5 or 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
During the I think we're going to get a cap.
Back and forth,
I think he's still there. We're going to get a cap on that story coming up today. From Paris.
Jeff had his daughter help him spray paint a French baguette brown to look like a large turd.
Yes, he did.
So you're saying he didn't fish that out of the Seine?
Yes, he got that out of the Seine.
We're saying what a nice father-daughter moment.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to spray paint this baguette?
She loved it. She couldn't, yeah.
Ooh, can I do it? Josh and I want to go python hunting, and everybody doesn't think I'm going to do it.
I think you're in.
The python hunt started last week, right?
Friday,
Yep.
yeah. Let's see. Python hunting in the Everglades. We have to wait till next year to hunt them. I have said I won't back out.
Okay, all right.
And evidently, you're supposed to walk in the water and feel them with your feet.
That's what he says.
That's a way to find anaconda. I don't know if you can do that. I imagine you can do that with a python, but I'm not doing that.
You know, our guest later, Jess Hooker, we were talking about catfish noodling.
Yeah.
She really, seriously, honestly wants to do that.
That's like a bucket list thing of hers. Yeah.
I would not catfish noodle.
That's where you stick your arm in a hole in the bottom of the river. And
almost always there's a catfish in there.
And Chad Daniels said he had done it, remember?
Yes, he did.
Yikes.
What about the barbs? Don't they poke you?
I would think.
You get your arm kind of
Actually, Chad, remember, then he said that's how he met his girlfriend. She was hiding in a hole in the river.
That is not. He didn't pull her out of a hole in the
hi,
river.
Kelsey. How are you?
Well, now that's going to hit back to him.
Well, hey, he's a comedian.
You've never been elbow deep in her.
Spelky.
Stop.
Spelky. What am I saying?
No, I'm saying it's terrible.
Boy, I didn't expect that was going to happen.
That was the implication.
Should have thought that through.
No.
Smell my
elbow. Okay, sorry.
Kelsey Cook, that's who we're talking about, stopped by, and
sweet.
Tom told us she is a woman and a comedian.
Yep. Boy, that went over well.
That was sort of
No, I
embarrassing.
was stumbling over that needs context. It was perfectly
Remember doing
acceptable.
that, Tom?
No, it was awkward, but
was
that's all right.
awkward
You know,
at best.
you didn't mean it. You didn't mean it to sound as bad.
No,
as it
because the name Kelsey,
Yes.
most people associate with Kelsey Grammer, a man, you see.
I don't think most people do. No, I think most people go, "Oh, he has a girl's name."
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so uncommon a name. Okay.
You think, Kelsey?
Oh, man.
There are a lot of
I don't
Kelsey
know. I went to
girls.
school with a bunch, but maybe it's a generational thing.
Let's see what happens if I just type the word Kelsey.
Well, of
the
course
first
you're going to
Kelsey?
get Kelsey
That's not really a
Grammer.
fair
Kelsey's-
barometer.
Yeah.
Kelsey
Look,
Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer. Okay, I win. Thank you.
Okay, well done. Congratulations. You won.
I
that's
also
how,
just made that up.
Conversation.
What?
Kelsey Plum, a woman.
Oh, Kelsey Plum, yeah, on the U.S. women's basketball team. She's badass. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hey, by the way, I'll pay for these $4 speakers.
Yeah, we need
I will buy new ones. Jesus.
Let's get a real mic back there.
It isn't.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the Little Rascals would start a radio
Yeah,
show.
it really does.
Yeah.
Sounds like
We don't have a cup and a string.
Sounds like you're in a cave.
It sounds like you're hearing the Peanuts cartoon.
And I'm looking at these things. I'm looking at these speakers.
They're
They
probably
still have the tag on them. $4.99. It's embarrassing.
Got him at Big Lots.
Could we?
Kelsey's dad, Kelsey, of course, Chad Daniels' girlfriend.
Right.
Her dad is a foosball champ.
Yep.
And a fantastic yo-yo man.
And a great trumpet player. And
Evidently.
Google Trumpet Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
He does a bunch of cool things with the horns.
Only on Tuesday, though. And Tuesday, we were talking about that last week, the best day for surgery, and cars built on Tuesdays are much better.
Yep.
Is that something?
Oh, yeah, Chad was telling us about that.
But I don't know how you find that out.
I don't either.
Well, you can find out all sorts of things now on the internet with just the VIN number. Oh, you can go to town.
Really?
Yeah.
It only takes one day to assemble a whole car.
That's amazing, isn't it?
That's incredible.
Half a day.
No kidding. That's great. Yeah, apparently Tuesday's the best day to get surgery. Everybody's awake. They're not hungover. Unless your team lost Monday Night Football and your surgeon's avid, he or she is an avid sports fan.
Josh has been trying to set aside some time to sit on his porch and a rocking chair and do nothing.
Yeah.
You've
Did you
got
do that
quite
this
the
weekend?
Or even just, I did, yeah. I also just go on a walk, but not listen to anything and just walk. And
Do you have a mantra, do you say?
mantra.
Not really. No.
Mantra or mantra?
Mantra.
Sorry.
Why do you mispronounce the A's and the A's?
No, I don't.
I'm a back porch guy. I'm a back deck guy. I'm not a front porch guy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Do you have a front porch? I can't remember.
Yeah, I got a front porch. It's
Most
small.
Americans, it's back porch time.
Yeah, back porch.
I've heard in the north it's back porch, in the south it's front porch.
Well, how about that?
Oh,
Sure.
What do you think of that?
I
I've
have
heard
kind
in
of
prison,
a side porch.
it's a back door and
A lot of parties.
I probably identify more as a southerner than a northerner. So that makes sense.
Is that right?
Probably.
I do like the big. If I had a big time front porch, like
a wraparound front porch.
That's my favorite.
The Garp House on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's a front porch. Tom could fall asleep in 2 minutes, anytime, anywhere.
right now.
You are so lucky.
Go to my
so
office.
lucky.
Boom. I'm
Tom and Christy enjoyed Justin Willman. Justin could only get, a couple, and he cut it off. I tried to go, but no one cared.
Oh, jeez.
Well, coming up, we have the kink analysis. Scientists have determined how kinky one is in the sexual realm.
Oh, there's a scale?
Yes. They wanted to have a way to measure it, and they've come up with one. I just got this text from Robbie in Kentucky.
Yeah?
He said, I heard you talking about this new measuring system for how kinky you are. Here's how you tell the difference if you're kinky or perverted. If you're kinky, you use a feather. If you're perverted, you use the whole chicken. Thank you, Robbie. We'll find out what that's all about when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Last time you were here, Eric, you impressed us with your musical skills. You
Oh, that's right. You are a manualist.
Yes, I am. Now, for those that don't know what that means, manualism is the art of manipulating one's hands to make, there you go, to make that sound.
That wasn't me yet. I didn't.
There we go.
You must be.
Sorry, excuse
me.
me.
You must kick ass
That
at
was
parties.
that was my no hands.
Yeah, I know the chicks dig this.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, if you're at a party,
Yeah, this is my go-to on a first date.
I'm gonna say, if you're at a party and you see Eric and there's a big group of guys hanging around him, this is what they're doing.
They're looking for that, and then my Dungeons and Dragons kit too. As I'm doing that.
So,
give us a sample.
All right, there you go.
Very nice.
I see the group of guys laughing now at the party.
What? Wow.
While the girls are all over there rolling their eyes.
That is amazing. Have you ever been laid doing that?
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Google knows everything. It's incredible. You can wake up after a long night of drinking being like, Google, who is this girl in bed with me? Google will be like, do you mean who is this guy?
Don't you mean?
Oh no, Google, what did I do last night? Do you mean what didn't you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I like technology is crazy. I like Amazon. I'm growing increasingly terrified of the robot takeover of Earth.
Amazon knows what you're going to get. Is that what you're talking about? Hey, you bought this CD. I'll bet you'd like this one.
Yeah, it's like even in the last Terminator, the robots couldn't read our minds. If you like Amazon.com, you may also enjoy being enslaved by robots. Yeah,
you're right though. Yeah, it's like having robots.
Amazon does suggest stuff for you.
I like the spammers that use like they always use like a common name like Steve. Some generic subject like been a while. They try to pretend like it's someone or whatever. And I open it up. It's like, do you want free porn? Like, well, only a dear friend of mine would know how much I enjoy free porn. Click. My computer just explodes.
Thank you, Steve.
Go buy a new one. I email him back. I'm like, dear Steve, thanks so much for trying to send me the free porn. Damnedest thing, my computer exploded. Could you please resend?
Damnedest thing.
Our guest in the studio was comedian Shane Moss.
I realized how addicted I was to internet porn recently. I broke my computer. I didn't have a computer for like 4 or 5 weeks. It was sent in, and this is one of the most pathetic things I've ever done in my life. I found myself one day satisfying to myself to the idea of having a working computer. It's like thinking about screen sizes and
that's hilarious.
Okay.
Wow.
sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Club.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
She is going to sell that house today.
Yes. Boy, I missed that.
Once again, Christy looks like she's dressed as
A realtor?
pretty lady realtor.
What's it going to take to get you in this house today?
Loan me the down payment and make the first 6 months mortgage. There's Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold.
I've never understood closing fees. Who gets
Lot
them?
of them.
Who gets those?
Title company.
Well, the title company's got to
It's
keep
a
the
lot.
lights
Yeah,
on.
they
You
gotta-
get rid of those, you sell more houses.
I think you do.
Totally
Yeah, but
agree
you
with
got to have somebody do all the legal stuff.
You make things cheaper, you sell more things.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a financial genius.
A barrister.
Okay, now
there's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Okay, now we should point out Chick, of course, is at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. But something just happened during the break, and I want to see if we can get this figured out. I asked Mr. Jeff Oskey to get on the phone here, and Jeff, are you there?
I am here, sir.
Okay.
On the blower.
Yeah. Can you, as you know, in the hallway of this part of the building, there are 2 bathroom facilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you walk to the closer one, please?
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
Well, something was going on in there, and I knew you wouldn't believe me if I told you, so I thought I'd.
Okay. I am at the door, sir.
Okay, go on in. Go on in the facility. And
Is he in danger? Is there something in
what is
What is
on the table there?
Is this in the?
There is some Gillette foamy regular shaving cream.
Yeah, someone.
Is this the men's?
That's mine.
I assumed. I thought Christy was shaving her legs in there.
That's yours?
Yeah.
You come in and shave?
Sometimes.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, well.
I just thought it was unusual that there was a thing.
Shave at home, you weirdo. Why wouldn't you shave at home?
Sometimes you leave in a rush. And
Well,
You don't see Christy bringing her douchebag in to douche
I
here.
don't douche.
Hey, Jeff, what did you find in there? What are you saying?
Well, I see a hair full of sink and some Gillette foamy.
You see a sink full of hair and Gillette foam.
Okay, so it was Ace, not Christy. That's all I wanted to know, Jeff. Thank you.
Why would I shave my
All
legs?
right. I'm glad I could help.
I don't know. Why
no
did
hair in there.
He's being silly.
He's probably just exaggerating. To
Oh, I get it. So this is kind of your backup. So if you forget to do it when you get home,
Yeah, I mean,
or when you're home.
better lighting, actually.
Oh, all
There you
right.
go.
better lighting than
the
your
lights
house?
off at your
Of
house?
course. Yeah, that
Well, that's the way I see it. A dark dungeon-like abode.
I'm with Pat. And to save money, Ace never turns the lights on.
Haven't you ever stayed at a hotel and you go, okay, I need to write down whatever lights these are and whatever mirror this is and get them for my home?
No kidding. Sometimes you get a good one.
As Tom would say in the conversation, I can top that.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Last time I went to Austin, I loved the shower head so much that I copied all the information down I could, and by God, I got the exact same shower head for the compound.
Excellent.
And I couldn't be happier.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. I love the shower head.
Yeah.
Well, Ace, you have a nice clean shave. You look good.
Thank you.
Again, I thought it was Christy. Thought we caught her.
Shaving her legs at work.
I've never seen Christy go in that room.
Very rarely. Unless
They're the same. They both have the same toilets.
No, I don't know.
That men's room is actually maybe nowadays even cleaner than the women's because most of the dudes
the
go
guys
in.
Is that right?
9 times out of 10, the toilets seat up when I go in there. What the? Come on, guys.
Every time I use it, I lower it, but I lower my seat at home.
I've said this a million times. Why is it up to us to put the seat back down? Why is it up
if
to
we're
you?
using the women's room, we have to put the seat down.
No.
Yes.
But it's no longer a women's room.
Why can't you put the seat up when you're finished? Why is it our responsibility to put it down?
Because I think
for you?
the argument is that
I don't have to touch
men use it both ways. Women typically do not.
Yes.
Have you ever used it without the seat?
Of course.
No, I've fallen in the middle of the night. Thanks a lot.
Andy.
So fun.
You know what? Did Andy do?
No, Andy didn't do that.
I
That was
bet
a
Andy
previous
did. You know what?
administration.
It's divorce time.
No.
That's all there is to it.
Let's move forward.
We don't use the same bathroom.
We were going to get to the world of sports, I believe.
Yes, we were. And you know what we're talking about, Tom? That's right. The Paris Olympics. Paris Olympics.
What's the closing?
What the hell is that? I heard that.
It's from Mad Men, right?
It's from Mad Men.
Mad Men kind of brought it.
It's the French.
right,
doesn't it mean hello, hello to you and your lover?
Oh, no.
Zooby, zooby, zoo.
I don't know, but I like it.
And we banged in the serpent tent at the zoo.
Yeah.
Then Simon and Garfunkel had that song. It's all happening at the Zooby
All
Zooby
happening
Zoo.
at the zoo.
Zooby Zoo. Oh, Sinatra, of course, in a version.
A lot of people covered this.
Paris has closed. What's the matter, Tom? Don't you like this?
No. The answer is no. Enough. Next.
Paris closed out 2.5 weeks of Olympic sports. A star-studded show in France's National Stadium. It's called France de Stade or something like that.
Stade de France.
Whatever. The French capital handed over hosting duties for the Summer Games to the next city in line.
Great song.
Now you got Tom back. Thank you.
I love it.
Love it.
Woo, look at that big redheaded over.
Rolling down the
Rolling down.
Imperial Highway.
Imperial Highway. That's me on guitar. And in Tom Cruise's never-ending goal to...
Oh, yeah, he was going to do something weird, right?
hurt himself. He descended from the top of the
Stade de France.
to the Mission Impossible theme song before, as he rappelled down to the field, he took the Olympic flag from Simone Biles, put it on the back of a motorcycle, and roared out of the stadium.
Oh, I got to watch that.
All the way through Paris onto the back of a big transport plane.
C-130, and and they had video of him landing in Los Angeles.
He was skydiving.
And then he's climbing around on the Hollywood sign, which is in L.A. 2028. Yes, sir.
They had the Olympic rings on the Hollywood sign. It was pretty cool.
Did you see the sunglasses?
No, I didn't.
They have the two sunglass lenses over your eyes, and then three. It's Olympic rings, and the three
Snoop
on
had
the
them.
top. Huh?
Snoop had them.
Yeah, I think Asia Wilson was wearing.
Oh, those are fun.
I have to.
I'll get you some of those.
I got to get a pair of those.
Let's see how much those.
Would that be cool, Tom?
Wear
Would you
them,
wear a pair?
wear them in a couple of years.
Yeah, for 2028. Let's see. Los Angeles will become the third to host the game 3 times. The last was in 1984 when the Ruskies did not show up. Isn't that right? It was as much a star as Olympian.
Show up on this one.
For sure.
Right? No, we didn't show up in 80.
That's right, yeah.
And then they wouldn't come in 84,
And
right?
there were only
All us.
15, I think, Russians.
I think that's why Rocky IV was so popular, because we actually got to see a Russian versus American.
That's exactly right. Olympic organizers say they're going to take advantage of a recent building boom in Los Angeles. The nearly new SoFi Stadium will host an opening ceremony that will incorporate the century-old Memorial Coliseum. If you haven't seen the commercial yet, Jalen Hurts, who's the ambassador, if you will, of American flag football, which will be an event in the 2028 Olympics, he throws a football that's on fire into the top of the the Olympic flame that's on top of Memorial Coliseum.
During the closing ceremonies, they blew out the Olympic flame. I thought you weren't supposed to do that.
That's what I thought.
Thank you, Chick.
And according to my friend Tom, that flame stays lit. That flame that you see is the original flame from way back in 1900.
Well, apparently they blew it out in Paris because we watched it.
There must be another.
Didn't they light a cigarette, though, first? And then
smoke if you got them.
They're going to
twist up some reefer.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. And did you see the men's basketball? And Steph Curry went off Saturday and 24
Yes.
points, 8-3. The three-pointer he shot over a couple of the France guys was amazing.
Exquisite.
And
Did
American
you see in the
wins the gold medal. The men.
the women's game? Was it right at the end of the first half where the lady shot it from half court?
And the
Nothing
women's
but net?
game, Asia Wilson had 21. The U.S. survived the biggest challenge. Unprecedented run, 8 straight gold medals, 67-66 win over France yesterday. No team had been able to push the Americans during the streak of 61 consecutive wins.
France came close,
Only
man.
2 of those victories have been by single digits before the game against France. The 8 straight golds broke the tie with the American men's program that won 7 in a row from 1936 to 1968. But that's when they used a soft, igneous rock as the basketball.
Yeah. Doesn't dribble well.
Yeah, it did not dribble
Talking
well.
about throwing a rock, right?
Had to have it. I could shoot the rock. That's where that comes from.
Oh.
And you had to have incredible upper body strength to actually play.
But that was before NBA players were in it? Is that that far back?
Absolutely. There was a... 92 is when the Dream Team.
Yeah.
That's when they were allowed. And French police, gendarmes, what are they called?
Gendarmes.
Oh, gendarmes. I thought it was
Gendarmes and dangerous.
French police evacuated the area around the Eiffel Tower after a man was seen climbing the tower just hours before the Olympics closing ceremony.
I think you should be allowed to climb the tower.
The shirtless man had made his way where he got to. Yeah, it was like halfway up.
Yeah, like level 2.
Yeah, you just got to sign a thing.
That's
Gotta
right.
sign a waiver?
Yeah. Hey, look, we're not saving you nothing. You get no medical care. If you climb it, you climb it.
The shirtless man, of course, made his way up to the Olympic rings adorning the second section of the monument, just above the first viewing deck.
Well, they're done with these. I'll take one.
Boy, they look badass in our backyard, wouldn't they? Man, oh man. We get one of them big boys, put her back there with the Olympic rings, and then one of them drive-up window menus we can put back there.
There have to be hillbillies in France.
Absolutely.
I didn't know they had an elevator. Hell, if I'd known they had an elevator, I wouldn't have done this.
Wait a minute, they haven't caught this guy yet?
Is he an American?
The area was evacuated. Police did apprehend the man. The investigation into the incident and why he climbed the tower is ongoing. There you go. More sports coming up.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a lot of interesting things going on with respect to world records today.
Do we have a medal count?
Yes, we do.
Tied with
China for gold.
For gold medals.
Yeah.
No, okay.
I will find it, and I will come back with it.
And then, again, the Russians didn't really participate. There were, I think, 15 Russians. I'm not sure who they were, what flag they were under, but... we'll see if we get them back
for Jamaica.
For the LA games.
I like your Russian guy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right now, I've got this for you. But Chick McGee, according to AARP, 61% of Americans age 50 and older worry about having enough money for retirement. Anybody here need more to worry about?
No.
Thanks a lot for that.
Oh, you're welcome. It's a good time to eliminate some of your worries. A lot of our parents had a different world they lived in. They had pensions, and you get the gold watch and get money coming in from the company, but not anymore. For very few people, I should say. This is where an annuity can come in. How about an annuity from Silac Insurance? That can help you when you elect to receive payments on a regular basis. A Silac annuity plan will put money in your mailbox or your bank account in your hands every month. So find out what I'm talking about. Restrictions apply. See what they are. See what's going on. See if you qualify. Head to SilacINS.com. That's SILACINS.com. Or look for the Silac link at the Bob and Tom website. Just go to bobandtom.com, click on the Silac link, and find out what it's all about. Find out about living in a world where that check is coming in every month from Silac. Once again, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company, and they're proud of Christy Lee and the way she dresses at the Silac Insurance.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, they are.
You look so nice today. I want to underscore that. Christy at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Also coming up, a really odd story about racehorses and how they might be evaluated when they're very, very young. It's kind of like DNA, but a little bit different.
Penis length?
Of course. How did I not think of that?
I think it'd be a good
That's
way.
how we did that's how we do the hiring here.
That's right.
That's why it starts with Ace, then goes this way. This is
I'm the last one. Okay, if you're keeping score.
Sorry, Christy, but let's just secrets out.
Yeah, Christy's bigger than me. Here, how about that? There
This
you go.
is the Bob and Tom Show.
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to. You know, this is I got a great bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
It got all achy.
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and yeah, I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't
Now
work
she's
out.
like,
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things I
minute.
should have done as a kid. You know, why did I finally do this now?
Matt Kirshen is with us in the studio, and Matt is from London, England.
That's right. Hello, governor.
I never knew he spoke like that. I had no idea until I came over here.
You talk funny, don't you?
I've been doing it wrong for like over 20 years. Like, hello, how are you? I'm just a friendly chimney sweep. Cool, blimey, Mary Poppins. Let's have a tea party on the ceiling.
That's right.
The real joy of doing this, by the way, is I could do this impression in front of Americans, and half of you cannot tell the difference between my normal accent and the funny one. I know that because I've done that voice in the middle of gigs, and I can just be there going, hello, how are you? And then I don't get this joke at all. I do not see what he's doing. He said some things in an English accent, and then he said some more things in an English accent. How is this comedy? Please explain to me.
Well, we're talking with Matt Kirshen. He is from London in the UK. Did you grow up in the city of London?
I grew up on the outskirts of London, yeah.
Suburbs, if you will?
Suburbs. Very suburban.
Scotland, yeah.
No, I love the city's name. Hampshire on the Fortnight or something.
What's the name of the town you were in?
I was in Northwood, which is very unimpressive.
Oh, no. Does that go?
Watford, then Stanmore.
Is that on the subway or tube line?
It is. It's just on the
like
very edge.
The very
of it.
fringe.
The very fringe.
Is it near Sherwood?
It is nowhere near Sherwood. I'm sorry.
Could you please live near someplace we can, fantasize?
Have you ever seen
Sherwood for us?
Have you ever seen Daffy Duck as Robin Hood? Isn't that hilarious?
That's the greatest.
Every day. That's just my life back home.
So did you go into one of those all-boys schools where you have to wear a little suit every day? Or?
Oh yeah, and you have to play rugby and
Dude, if you let them keep going, they're gonna ask if you know Harry Potter. Defend yourself, sir.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
An airline in India is offering women the chance to not be seated next to a man if they choose. Well, you failed to mention what man came up with this ingenious spin. Well, I don't want to sit next to a chatty Cathy, but I'll look sexist if I don't want to sit next to a woman. What if we make it look like the women don't want to sit next to us? Brilliant. We learned the most dangerous sex position was reverse cowgirl. What you failed to mention, I always thought the most dangerous sex position was boss secretary.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We're wrapping up the Olympics. We're talking about that guy who was crawling all over the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
That was the only sort of
controversy.
Open up potential. They got through without any kind of terrorist action, and when the guy was in the Eiffel Tower, they shut things down for a while. They were concerned, but
Sure, yeah.
Bravo,
You
great,
think they had
great games.
Sharpshooters around there? I bet they did.
Oh yeah, but whatever it was, it worked.
Oh, holy heck!
What the
Wait a second. There's I can just see on the big screen. It's Jeff Oskey without his shirt on.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Jeff
Paris.
has gone native.
He's in Paris.
I will be honest. I may or may have not been the man arrested for climbing the Eiffel Tower shirtless.
See.
In my defense, I was trying to get a good seat for the closing ceremonies. I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan.
All right.
Yeah, if it was anything like the opening ceremonies, I did not want to miss a second. I may or may have not been released on my own recognizance, or Tom may have posted my bail. Our lawyer, Dwayne, said I need to keep my mouth shut either way.
Okay.
Well,
I will say this, jail food in France is amazing. They bring you a charcuterie board and a glass of wine with a lovely baguette.
Nice.
Of course, I sharpened mine down into a shiv just in case things popped off. I will be honest, it looks like I may be stuck in France for the next month or so. I am currently held up at the American Embassy seeking diplomatic immunity.
Is that right?
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, if you're being a dick in another country and you get caught, you can seek diplomatic immunity and they'll let you go. Wow. I'm surprised you've never heard of this in government class. All right, I got to run. Apparently, they have some more questions for me. I will let you know how it works out. Oh, this is exciting. I've never been wine boarded before. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
What's that tattoo?
I don't know. There was
chest?
a tattoo there.
Yeah.
On his chest.
It's either a rose
Or a mermaid.
Charlie Tuna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got to find out.
Kind of hard to see, huh?
Here's the medal count.
Yeah.
Number one, United States, USA. We won the most, 126 medals. 40 gold. Gold, baby, gold. Number two, China. They won 40 gold as well, and they won 91 medals total.
Okay.
Then number three was Japan. Number four, Australia. Number five, France, and all the athletes from Francetown. Number six, Netherlands. Netherlands. Isn't that Dan Fogelberg?
Yes, actually.
Netherlands. Longer than. Don't you think of Dan Fogelberg when you hear the word Netherlands?
No. Why would I?
Sort of like the second.
There are other words I hear where I think of Dan Fogelberg.
His early work is phenomenal.
It was snowing Christmas Eve.
I like that song Longer. We used to play it longer into the biggest part of me.
Even then.
Yeah. And then, of course, that into Come On, Eileen.
My adopted country, number 7, Great Britain. Just 14 goals. Come on, fellas. Number 8, Republic of Korea. And that's
the good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 9, Italy. Number 10, Germany. And then rounding out the top 20, who do we got here? New Zealand, Canada, Uzbekistan, Hungary, Spain, Sweden, Kenya, Norway, Ireland, and Brazil in number 20.
All right.
And let's see, who won just one lonely little medal? Zambia.
Oh, well, at least they won one.
A bronze.
Oh, all right.
Still good.
And don't anybody ask me what they won it in.
That bronze medal is still worth 50 times their GDP.
Wow. They're going to melt it.
Yeah. We can eat for 5 years.
Oh, wait a minute. There are several.
What do I know about Zambia? It's probably thriving.
Holy hell. Cabo Verde?
Oh, I love that. With
Hills?
chips.
Verde?
With chips
Oh,
and
me
salsa.
too.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a big Verde sauce.
Green hills as far as the eye can see. Let's see. A refugee Olympic team. I think that might be the only one bronze. Peru. They're one of the classier countries, right? That's a big country. They only won one bronze medal.
Huh.
Qatar, they won one medal. Bronze. Singapore and Slovakia, also just a bronze.
Do they have the... Never mind. I'm not going to ask.
No. Go ahead.
Countries that got zip.
I think everybody gets a medal for just a
Nada.
Everybody got one.
It stops at one bronze
Okay.
for Zambia
All right.
in number 84.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not true. There must be more because they're tied at 84.
Oh, I know we were talking about breaking, and there have been mixed reviews.
Yes.
Who won gold?
I don't know.
I was wondering if it was Victor, the U.S. breaker.
Was
B-boy.
I think B-Boy won bronze.
I thought it was Gene Kelly.
Japan apparently is the number one breakdancing place. It's just
Is that right?
Oh yeah, they're doing crazy things in Japan. Crazy things with breaking.
The technology with breakdancing.
it's we can't even fathom it.
It will not be back in L.A.
The Canadian won the men's, France, and then United States bronze.
Okay, congratulations to all.
Oh.
Are you just saying that, or have you heard that breakdancing will not return?
No,
for
it's not
28?
going to be in Atlanta.
Women, it was Japan, Lithuania, and China.
It says, here's the breaking headline, breaking not returning in 2028. They are going to add some real sports back. Let's see. Lacrosse for the first time since 1908.
Lacrosse is exciting. That's cool.
It's really made a huge
but
comeback,
I was really
lacrosse.
surprised that men's field hockey was in and lacrosse wasn't. A lot more people play, in the United States anyway, play lacrosse.
What about handball? Say anything about handball?
That's pretty wild, too.
It just says
pickleball.
Coming to Paris will, coming to L.A. will be cricket, flag football, baseball and softball, lacrosse, and squash.
Yeah, baseball's back, yeah.
Pat, I think you make a point, though. Pickleball, I think, will eventually be in.
Sure.
It's huge right now.
Huge.
It's just growing.
Is it
Well,
play-
I mean,
is
look
it
at the way they did.
international?
Look at the way they put breakdancing. Breakdancing was huge 40 years ago. So look for pickleball
in 68
to 2064 games because they're right on it.
Hey, I haven't played pickleball. I'm not against it, but I saw some highlights of pickleball. They shove it down your throat.
Yeah.
Apparently, you don't have to go over the net to have something go in. Like if you around the net,
you can go around the net.
You can go around the net and hit it in the box, and it's good. Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
That's
Like you can
what
go
it
out.
said.
So like volleyball, you can go out of bounds to get it back in bounds.
Yes.
Wow.
As long as it lands in bounds, but you don't have to go over the net.
Right.
I know that.
How about
Huh.
that?
I've only
And the
played
balls smell like pickles.
Oh,
I didn't know that
why
either.
It's called
Yeah.
pickleball.
Is that why there are so many bees?
Have your balls ever smelled like pickles, Josh?
Well, there was an incident. Yeah.
I know Pat's has.
Sure, I did.
What was the incident?
I dip
The
'em in the
cucumber
brine.
fell out?
I was trying to hump a jar of pickles.
Just get right to
Yeah.
it.
You know. Why?
No flowery
No time to
talk.
craft
No,
anything.
And, by the way, U.S. Olympic officials say they are going to appeal a court ruling that resulted in American gymnast Jordan Childs being asked to return the bronze medal she won in the Paris Olympics floor exercise. That, of course, is held on the floor. The Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, voided an on-floor appeal by Childs' coach.
You ever void on the floor, Josh?
Voided on floor.
I'm voiding on the floor right now.
This is really complicated.
Hang on. I want to get to the meat of this story. Childs went to third place. However, they're taking the bronze away because they say the appeal came 4 seconds before and beyond the 1 minute time limit for scoring inquiries.
She was in fifth. They appealed. They put her in third, gave her the bronze. They said it was 1 minute and 4 seconds, and with the rule is you've got to appeal within a minute, and that now they're saying they have digital film proof that it was they appealed within 47 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
The Federation of International Gymnastics. Anybody want to do that one?
I'm not going.
FIG.
Fuck you, what you
FIG?
FIG. It is. FIG. They call it FIG.
Lucky that it
used to be
aerial.
Yeah, or an association.
It used to be the Federation of Regulated International Gymnastics.
Frig?
Frig.
Okay. That's
Did away with
That is, yeah, let's go that route.
As opposed to the
federal
offensively awful.
Austin Dillon won the NASCAR Cup race after wrecking Joey Logano, although everyone dislikes Joey Logano, so no one cares.
Boy, I'd be nervous to wreck a guy named Joey
Who doesn't
Logano.
like Joey Logano?
Hey, who's got a problem with Logano?
They're going to kick some ass. He's a made guy.
That finish was awful. Somebody's going to be protesting that because he just ran right over him and just knocked him out of the way. Like, okay.
His crew is yelling, wreck him. Wreck him. We have one more Olympic update. It looks like a couple. An Australian breakdancer went viral at the Olympics for moves that drew mixed reactions. Rachel Gunn. Oh, this is what we were talking about. Ray Gunn. Ray Gunn quickly achieved internet fame. Her unconventional moves that some felt landed flat and many described as cringy.
Wait, her name is Rachel Gunn?
Yeah. Her name is Rachel Gunn, Gunn.
Then Ray Gunn is the perfect nickname. That's an awesome nickname.
As it's explained here, at one point, she was laying on her side, reached for her toes, flipped over, and repeated the motion in a move dubbed the kangaroo.
This was as lame. This looks like what your nephew does at Thanksgiving on the floor.
Well, you really showed your ass in there, didn't you?
It became a meme that was everywhere.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
Internet users
it really is a shame.
said Ray Gunn's routine was so bad it almost mocked the genre.
Oh, well,
this is assuming that you consider breakdancing a genre.
Yeah, she had all the confidence in the world, though, Josh. She would have loved
Well,
to.
that's one of the biggest things about breaking is
But she scored a zero. Is that correct?
But you know what? She got out there and
it
did
looked like they just picked someone from the crowd and said, roll around on the floor.
However, Olympic head judge Martin Gillian, and if you're thinking, chick, is that famous MG-bility? Yes, it is. Came to her defense saying breaking is all about originality and bringing something new to the table and representing your country or region. Then exactly what Ray Gunn was doing.
Good.
He added breaking in hip-hop communities definitely stand behind Ray Gunn. Japan's Ami Yuasa.
How dare you?
Hole's got to be in there somewhere. Right? I mean, come on.
Asshole.
She won the gold medal.
That's Japanese for golly.
Golly.
I've seen enough movies. They go, asshole. That means golly. In
Good
Japanese.
for you, Ray Gunn.
And
you did something that the negative...
The what?
The negative commenters have never done, which is got in front of the world and tried something.
Right.
So when they were breakdancing,
good on you.
I watched like 30 seconds of it. There was the competitor spinning around, and then there was a guy also on the ground, just had his arms crossed watching.
That's the other guy. They're competing against each other.
Oh, so he has to stand there.
Yeah, and wait till this guy's done, and then the other guy went in and did his thing.
That's one of the main things. Breaking is a debate.
Is it kind of like a Hamilton thing where one of them eventually pulls out a gun and says, I'll give you gold?
There really is like a language to it. They respond to each other.
Yeah, they talk to each other, and they do
they
like...
use kind of sign.
Yeah, like, it was
They look like rappers from the mid-'80s, the way they move, that awkward.
Was there...
no, that's just how rappers have looked for decades.
Did you see any...
I thought it was just immediately proved that it was an embarrassment and they shouldn't have done it.
Who's embarrassed?
You know what was missing?
It looked like my daughter's second-grade teacher trying to pretend she was a dinosaur.
Are you talking about one performance, or are you talking about all of them?
What about dookie ropes, Tom? Were there any dookie ropes?
I didn't see any of those. A lot of hats. A lot of wool hats.
Didn't they wrap their head up and then put a hat on? I never understood that. That's a hat. That is a hat on a hat.
Yeah.
And the women were basically doing gymnastics.
Well,
That's
all
the
of
thing.
them were doing
That's where I
gymnastics.
kind of went, oh, I get why they tried this in the Olympics. This is so gymnastic.
Yeah, my husband goes, this is just like floor routine.
Right.
Right.
And then Christy said, did I give you permission to speak?
Oh, my gosh.
With disco music.
Keep munching.
Is that disco music?
Whatever that
You
crap
don't
was.
stop. You stay on the job till
It
you're
was
finished.
embarrassing. They're
Hip-hop.
not going to bring it back to the Olympics.
I don't understand the term embarrassing.
for you, maybe.
Yeah, why were you embarrassed? They were doing what they wanted.
Did either of your younger children, were they especially interested in
No, we
break
weren't
dancing?
watching it.
You didn't allow them to watch?
No, they were busy.
Your assessment is valid.
What if one of them wanted to be a B-girl?
Great. It just doesn't belong in the Olympics. I'm not saying it isn't difficult. What's next in the next game? Square dancing?
Square dancing isn't difficult. All the men left.
I'll have you know it's some of the hardest.
Tell him, Dickie.
Square dancing is a conversation of bodies.
Let me tell you this. This sumbitch over here, he's too self-conscious. You happen to be looking at the 7th-ranked square dancer.
Christy, what's next?
In the upper Midwest.
Air guitar? I mean, what?
You know, maybe they're trying to bring
They
more
should do
people
air guitar.
into the Olympics. I
It
don't know.
really is a cousin of gymnastics. It's so
It really
it
is.
makes sense they tried it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of athleticism in that.
I don't deny that, but there's a lot of athleticism, a lot of other things. It's just not Olympic level. It's not, it's supposed to be the javelin, the shot put,
And it is,
100
isn't it?
meters.
It is. Yeah.
Not, well, we're going to have
I know I've
square
said this a
dancing
lot,
tonight
but
at 11.
maybe we can make some progress today. What about the Olympics would make you happy?
It makes me happy to say this was an embarrassment. They won't do it again.
Nobody was embarrassed.
You're embarrassed.
Nobody
No,
was
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not
There's
embarrassed.
something about it that embarrasses you.
And I don't
and
understand
I don't know what it is. You're embarrassed and really angry that breakdancing was in the Olympics, like almost as if you were a young breakdancer back in the 80s.
Why not have slam poetry reading then? Why?
There's nothing physical
not
about that.
athletic.
I mean, you can't.
Oh yeah, you ever seen a really good slam?
Whoa, man! Whoa, man!
See?
There's slam
How
poetry.
about stage diving? I mean, what? Can you imagine that?
I like that idea.
Stage diving with a high board, and the Chinese guy does 3 flips and lands them.
Dude, we could have the all-metal Olympics, the heavy metal Olympics, where it's stage diving, crowd surfing. That'd be so.
How about they have
moshing?
Longest guitar solo featuring 1 chord. That'd be great.
I think Corey Feldman has that.
He is everywhere on the internet now, Corey Feldman, because he's on
tour. Yeah,
it's not good.
Well, is that sports?
More sports coming up.
Okay, good.
Including the spotlight of the Olympics, baked goods.
Oh, really?
Who doesn't love baked goods, huh?
Well, there was one specific gigantic hit.
Great food at the Olympics. I'll certainly look forward to that. And we have coming up motorized pants. And what kind of music might be good for your brain. And the Kinky Sex Index from the world of science. Thank you, Kinky. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not
We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well, no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. And Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old.
Yeah.
He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8?
Wow.
Yeah. Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes, it does.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. That kid's huge.
Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
Drinking.
yeah.
Okay. Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. So we're very proud of him. And my 17-year-old is problems are arising. And I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide it. And it's, it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?
Oh.
Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun, okay? Somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, yeah. Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
My mom and I, we've been playing this new game over the holidays. You might want to try it yourself. It's called Joy Whack-A-Mole. What happens? I bring up something that I'm happy about, and then she comes in and slams it down before I can ever feel too good about what's going on.
I see.
Okay, all right.
I told her, Mom, my friend Amy had her baby. Oh, that's great news, honey. That's not the greatest news for the 600,000 kids in foster care. But if she wants a fresh one, everybody wants one that looks like them. So, Mom, I'm doing a show tonight. Oh, sweetie, I have a joke for you. Listen. A friend of mine, Quinsley, she was in foster care. She was airlifted out of the Sudan in the late 90s. She'd been bearmed and belegged by the Janjaweed, the horseback militia. She'd love to do stand-up, but she can't. And she's just a hoot. She's in a hospice situation. It's really just a matter of time. But the priest comes in and asks her, would you like us to light a candle for you in the chapel? And she says, sassy as you please, teletyping through her eyelids. Well, how many candles you got? Because so many horrible things have happened to her. And keep happening. Sweetie, have a good show. What you do is so important.
The fine-grained sandstone had endured erosion from weather, wind, and rain, but it's no more. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Had a credit card stolen.
Right.
And you forget
That you have auto pay on
the
it.
auto pay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's the key to win this one. Get a new credit card and only put your auto pay stuff on that credit card. So your magazine subscriptions, all the stuff you have in auto pay is on that one, and never use it for anything else, and you can keep an eye on it.
That's fair. Now, I was going to follow this advice, but you lost me at magazine subscription.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who's had a magazine subscription in the last 45 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
The Bob and Tom Show. This time, these guys are up creek.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've talked about that he's the first guy I've ever been with who has had a vasectomy. And that I had some scientific questions about what that meant.
Sure. They can be undone.
That's true. They can be reversed.
I have a guy. If you
Sure. And have we seen the kids that happen after the reversal?
Yes.
Have we seen them coming out sideways?
About the fat lady.
Oh, my.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. How many states right now, right this minute, look this up. How many states are having fairs?
17.
State fairs, right?
Yeah, but
Right
14
now.
are closed today.
We determined that every state has a state fair except for 2, right?
Yes.
Rhode Island and Vermont.
Connecticut.
Is it Connecticut? I think it is Connecticut.
And as a result, we're going to remove one of their senators. Each of the states, they're down to one.
Well, how about that?
They don't like to have a fun state fair party, so go to hell. What kind of crappy state wouldn't have a fair?
When I lived in Missouri most of my life, I never went to the state fair. It was like 3 hours away.
I never went to the state
Did you go to the
fair,
Did you go to the county fair?
Oh yes, many times. Loved the county fair.
What county was it?
Webster Groves was my favorite local fair in the St. Louis area. The rides were stellar. The firework display, Chef's Kiss. My God,
What's the Chef's Kiss?
I'm giving the fireworks display a Chef's Kiss. Yeah.
Okay.
That's slang.
I thought maybe that was
We learned that last week. That's become
I'd known about it before.
in a dictionary now. And you explain the Chef's Kiss for those that aren't watching.
Mwah. Where you put your fingers to your lips and mwah, you give it a Chef's Kiss.
If you say Chef's Kiss and people are hearing you talk, unlike what I was just trying to do, people know what it is. You don't have to explain it to them.
didn't know what it was.
Well, you're stupid.
Well, no, it's just...
No, that's not nice. We
There's
don't
a
need to call
difference
people
between stupid and ignorant.
Yeah, I know
am
there is.
ignorant of this fact. You are stupid.
Remember, slang, modern vernacular trickles up. It starts with the very young and trickles up age-wise.
That's true.
When it reaches, Chick, as you've often said, when it reaches us, it's already over.
It's over.
I would assume Chef's Kiss. I would have thought it was a dish of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having the Chef's Kiss for dessert.
Tennessee, South Dakota, Oregon.
You know, read all the states that have
New
state
York,
fairs?
shut up, Nebraska. I'm going to read all of them that have a state fair this
going
month.
on right now.
Nebraska, Missouri, Minnesota, Michigan, Maryland, Kentucky,
Can you read
Iowa,
the ones that aren't?
Indiana.
What would make this get over quicker?
I've been to New York many times.
You're going to make me cry if you keep yelling at me.
I saw Blink 182 with the New York State Fair.
No one cares.
Thank you, Christy. Could we move on?
Boy, I guess that put an end to it. One of the more surprising sensations to come out of the Paris Olympics.
All right.
I like this. It reminds me.
Can you go listen to it in your car while you're
Doesn't it
driving?
seem this is
You
what
run an errand for me?
A drunken Liz Taylor puts on.
Has a drink and a cigarette, walking across the room.
After like the worst fight with Burton that she's ever been in.
I thought my anus was going to prolapse.
When's that young gardener get here?
Yeah, where's he? Where is he?
Burton just fuming.
He's ready.
What is this audio turd from?
Well, Mad Men made it.
Yeah, they made it
popular
again.
What's her face? The girl who can eat an apple through a picket fence.
Yeah.
Pretty young lady.
No.
A lot of character.
Didn't care for her.
A lot of character in her face.
Who is this? I know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
You didn't watch
Don
Mad
Draper's
Men?
wife.
Don Draper's wife?
second wife.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
brunette girl.
Olympics.
Yeah,
I'm
the
so
actress,
confused.
Not January Jones. It was February Jones.
It was February Fritz.
One of the more surprising sensations come out of the Paris Olympics were the chocolate muffins at the Olympic Village.
One singular sensation. Every little.
The muffins became a viral hit after Norwegian swimmer Henrik Christensen posted a series of videos. You know, the Norwegian people swim, even when they swim, wear ice skates. Isn't that interesting?
That'd be tough.
Yeah, it seems like
You gotta be. If you can swim with ice skates on, you are a bad ass.
Very good. Heinrich posted a series of videos featuring what he called the chalky muffin.
Oh.
that he gave an insane 11 out of 10 star review.
Well, now we're just playing fast and loose with ratings, aren't we?
I think we are. According to the New York Times, the Olympic Village Boulangerie served about 2,000 of the muffins every day.
These are just chocolate muffins?
I'll bet they're great, though.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I love a chocolate
try
muffin.
one. Maybe we could bring one to the U.S. and deep fry it.
We'll show those French
No,
how to do it.
I need to go on record.
Put an Oreo in the middle.
I recently I attended the State Fair, and I had.
I'd have all the lists for you, but Tom won't let me read it.
My daughter got some. She ran off to do something. She came back and said, "What are those?"
She ran off with a carny?
They're deep fried Oreos. Let me speak, please. I'll try to get 1 point out this break. And she had the deep fried Oreos, and I tried them, and they were delicious.
Yeah, they're
Glad to hear
I
that.
could not get over how good they were. In fact, they were so good, even though I'd burned my tongue in the first bite. I said, I'm going back.
They get all gooey.
They do.
So gooey.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I never thought it through. The inside, the cream and the chocolate melt.
It's fantastic.
Crazy.
Josh, you had one when we went to the fair,
Yeah,
right?
just magnificent.
Yeah.
They had them that morning, and no one told me.
They've
I
had
feel
it
like
for
the
a
deep fried Oreo was like the first deep fried
Yeah,
State Fair
it
deal.
was one of the first.
But man, you're just awesome.
How would you like to lick one of those off your lover's breast?
That sounds delightful.
Would you like that?
Hey, these might be a little hot.
You know, there are some people that swear by the deep fried Hydrox.
Oh,
They say
they're
that's better.
Hydrox guys.
Well, that's a lesser deep fried
Now,
experience.
if you want to delve into that,
Hydrox was first, right?
Hydrox was first.
Yeah, they were.
That is one long, boring story.
Well, then you must know all about
You know
it.
what? There's a chance those deep fried Oreos aren't Oreos, isn't there? Nobody's
They could
opening
be-
them up and
could
reading
be
them.
Hydrox. Yeah.
Could I bring this back to another topic?
I know you can.
Aren't they all? Doesn't Oreos have Oreos stamped on the?
Yeah,
cookie?
yeah.
Yeah, but they're deep fried. You
And they have all kinds of different flavors.
My uncle was an Oreo.
What kind of oil are they using? I'm serious. Is it fry
Hey,
oil?
Pat, speaking of oil, could you take
Fry
my car
oil?
keys and you'll get my oil changed? Or do
They're
something?
all fried.
It's essentially whatever they use for funnel cakes because it's the
the
funnel
same
cake
thing.
dough. Yeah.
I need a beer.
I went to see Justin Willman, one of the best shows I've ever seen. By the way, if you get a chance,
The cellist?
no, the great magician.
comedian magician.
See, he's going to be this, is it Friday in Charleston, West Virginia, Saturday, Lexington, Kentucky, September 8th, Des Moines, September 20th, Cleveland, Dayton, September 20th. Go see this guy. He's the greatest. But I bought one of the magic kits. In fact, I bought 3 of them.
Idiot.
The magic kits.
right?
And there's the trick that he did for us with the Oreo cookie.
It's
Did
magic.
you do it right away? Did you try?
The girls did it in the car.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whoa.
It was great. Anyway, go see Justin Willman. That show, it brings so much joy. It's so much fun.
I've heard it's filthy. Is that true?
It's not filthy
it's not,
at all.
It's so
And
family friendly. In
hidden-
fact,
it's
we were
all hidden
talking to the
sexual
to producer Jason about it. And did you notice no one was on their phone? No, I mean everyone was just
It was great.
riveted. It was so great.
They were riveted.
Yes.
They were riveted.
Christy, I believe you've been handed a request for Pat.
What?
Dear Bob and Tom,
Dear Badminton.
I was supposed to take my family on vacation to the Upper Peninsula and hopefully visit the Shipwreck Museum, but my kids got sick. Do you think Mr. Godwood could help my sorrows?
The answer is no.
One sad dad.
I thought it was going to be I was supposed
Sorry,
to take
Alan.
my children on a trip, but I tied him up in the basement instead.
Do you think his kids wanted to go to the Shipwreck Museum?
No, but he did. So that would be the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
That's where you got that Lake Superior going on. And,
It never gives up.
Mackinac Straits.
Oh, the Gitchagumi.
Touching the,
Oh, do you have a
Lake
song,
Huron.
Pat?
Sing about the lady's ass.
Yes, sir. There's something in banging. Louis
First of all, let me get into character. Hold on, let me get into character. Yeah, I got it.
There it is.
Last time I didn't do
Or
the
you can sing
impression.
that French audio turd that he keeps playing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that
Everybody, jump in here.
great? Jump off the Eiffel Tower.
This is happy.
Well, now we don't have time. We'll play it when we get back, Pat. God, could we digitally destroy that?
He loved that. You like?
Think of
Love Randy Newman.
Love Randy Newman. Thank you. When we come back,
I'll be gone.
we have kinky sex in the news in the world of science.
Oh, yeah, science.
Plus, we have possibly one of the worse haircuts out there right now, and I think we're living in a very bad fashion moment. But we'll find out about all this stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at Bob.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
You never realize how much music affects you until you're told to sit still. Number 23 on the Billboard charts.
Once you accomplish that dream, that's when you find out if that's really who you are.
That's a life-changing feeling. As musicians, we're tapping into that whenever we can.
We're all in. There's no plan B.
Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're all missing out.
Coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's
March 15th, the day the Earth stood still.
This is the most all of a sudden thing that's ever happened in my life.
You guys have to come home. What the hell's happening now?
Then it got kind of scary.
It was over everywhere.
Maybe the year or the time of the huge stadium concerts are over.
And we didn't know how long it would be.
I didn't think it would go as far as it did.
We thought it was going to be temporary.
Touring is the lifeblood of any band that wants to make a living. You have to tour, you have to play.
We're not sure when we're going to be able to play again.
It's starting to chip away at my soul.
This pandemic has impacted everybody in the music community.
Sometimes I feel like, wow, do I even belong here, you know? Just heartbreaking, man.
How are we going to get through this?
Dude, you got to call Eddie.
It's definitely tested us.
Reduced capacity make it almost impossible for a band to play.
How am I supposed to pay him?
Been all doing other things to make a living because it's been shut down.
He ain't coming for free.
When you have something that you love and it gets taken away from you for X amount of days, weeks, months, you just appreciate it more.
We all really took this for granted.
I miss that a lot. My favorite part of my job was connecting with the crowd.
It's the whole connection with humanity that is the most powerful thing.
People need that connection with other people. It'll come back. It's just a matter of time.
It's a 20-year overnight success type of situation.
Indianapolis 34-30, and the Rams over Dallas 13-12. And Austin Dillon raced to his first NASCAR Cup Series win in nearly 2 years, sending Joey Logano into a spin on the final lap to win in overtime at Richmond. Major League Baseball Interleague winners, the Angels, Detroit, and Seattle. American League, Tampa Bay, Oakland, Houston, the Yankees, and Cleveland get the wins. And in the National League, Miami, Cincinnati, Colorado, Arizona, and the Dodgers all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
An airline in India is offering women the chance to not be seated next to a man if they choose. Well, you failed to mention what man came up with this ingenious spin. Well, I don't want to sit next to a chatty Cathy, but I'll look sexist if I don't want to sit next to a woman. What if we make it look like the women don't want to sit next to us? Brilliant. We learned the most dangerous sex position was reverse cowgirl. What you failed to mention, Iris thought the most dangerous sex position was boss secretary.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello, Chick.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hello. Fresh from the set.
What's up, Tom?
I mean, it's amazing that she had time because, as you know, she's playing Charlie Sheen in the stage play of 2.5 Men.
They're making a play out of everything these days, aren't they?
It's the shirt.
What?
I like it.
I like it too.
Seriously,
Great
what
shirt.
time does your bowling league start?
It's comfortable. I like it.
Yeah, I think
the
it
way
looks
it looks,
cool.
it's fun.
But I'm terrible with. I think bowling shirts look cool.
I like bowling shirts.
This is your style, right? The button down, yeah.
You just can't help yourself,
It's
can
all
you?
right.
No, she looks great. It's so cute. But doesn't it look like one of those Charlie Sheen shirts?
It is. That's
very
exactly
much
what
so.
it is.
Very much so.
2.5 Men. And then
Yeah.
when he left the show, he cursed the creator of the show for making him wear those dumb shirts.
At least his
Who else
reference
is on the show, Chick? Did we get through the whole cast?
I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk, still using TP. Huh? Dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down. Speaking of pants down, there's Josh Arnold.
Oh, they're off, my friend.
There's Ace Cosby, and hello, Tom.
I can see my weenie.
Coming up, we have, thank you, we have pants in the news.
I was really happy Flea was wearing pants at the closing ceremonies. Did you watch any of the Red Hot Chili
Flea
Peppers?
was there?
He's fun.
Yeah, he is fun. He was
seems
fun
like
to
he's
watch.
a party.
But then I thought, oh boy, I hope he's got something on under that skirt. Thank God he did. Because Flea, there are times when he doesn't.
Yeah, he likes
it's
to.
like,
Great player.
oh
He is.
yeah,
He started as a horn player.
a lot of fun.
Is that right?
He was a marching band guy. Absolutely.
Yeah, I played tuba.
How about that?
Before
No.
the break, we had a great
That was a lie.
email from our friend Alan, who's a sad dad today.
I
because
thought we all forgot about that.
he was going to take his. Didn't we say we were coming back from the break to play this song?
Pat hasn't played a song today.
Yeah.
I know. He's just sitting there.
He was going to go to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and take his kids to the Shipwreck Museum, but his kids got sick and they weren't able to go.
Or they were faking it.
Yeah.
They didn't want to go to the Shipwreck Museum.
They were real sick.
And Alan was hoping that Mr. Godwin could help with his sorrows.
You have a tribute song to one of the shipwrecks in the Great Lakes?
The first draft of the
Is that
Edmund
right?
Fitzgerald, yeah.
Yes.
It sits down below like the ship we all know, the rectum of Ella Fitzgerald. She'd scat when she sang, and her bottom would bang. A disaster when the winds would come early.
Her bottom would bang.
She was a hefty gal.
The Fitzgerald family emailed me, said stop singing about poor Ella's rectum. I said I'll do my best, but when Tom gets a request, it's very hard to reject him.
If I told you what was going on right now, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, they would.
The doctor had said would always turn his head when performing her colon procedure.
We need a beach towel and some hot water.
Pops of corn and Louis Armstrong's horn. The rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
Very good.
Oh, here's more coffee for you spilled.
Yeah. Tom had a spill halfway through your song there.
No,
Pat.
it wasn't coffee. It was iced soda water.
Oh.
I'm currently caressing.
Well, at least it won't stain.
Yeah. How do you get iced soda water out of coffee?
It's all over your pants. What?
Do you have
it
clothes?
really is all over your leg there.
You
yeah.
do this once a week.
I need to go through and open those and let all the out before he brings them in here. And
do you hear this?
It was in a cup, I think.
Oh, it was in a cup.
Do you
Okay,
hear
yeah.
this? You can't navigate a soda bottle.
You need sippy cups.
You need a sippy cup.
Right?
Well, that would have
And I can't open the cream. It's too. I got to get a knife.
Oh.
Yeah, you need a chainsaw to open the
Gee.
I know. I should.
That was the greatest thing about one of the great things about the Justin Willman show. The venue has adult sippy cups, Jess.
Do they
What?
really?
Yes.
With low
wine in
alcohol.
it. Yes.
Ooh.
It was a cup with a lid, and you got to take it home. They're great.
Why don't they have the?
I know where you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't they have the wine glass hat like they do the beer can?
Because the people behind you couldn't see.
Thank you, Jess.
But you just mean in general? A nice
Yeah, in general, like out on your deck with your friends,
Like
and
wine-
with a straw running your mouth.
Oh yeah, like
You could put the bladders in there,
beer
right?
bong
Oh
thing.
yeah, and laying in your driveway.
Sorry, I'm back.
Good. We missed you.
Don't be sorry. We sort of enjoyed the break.
Did you finish reading the states that are having state fairs?
You understand? If one of us had done that, well, chick ruined the show. He spilled something.
It is state fair season. It's back to school season. Tom, how's back to school season in your house?
Here's a tip, parents.
Yeah?
When someone comes by with one of their kids, don't go, "Are you ready to go back to school?" What are you, nuts? What? All these, I'm walking around with my girls, and all these. I see various people walking the dogs, and we're out there, and they always go to. So, are you ready to go back to school? No kid's gonna go. I can't wait. Shut up.
Some of the younger kids
There
do.
are
Some of their kids like
But
school.
I agree, Tom. I would rather. So, how has your summer been? I think is a better.
You'd say you're having fun.
Yeah.
You know, hey, did you go to the fair?
Do that. You could go, hey, you think your dad's going to come back? Stuff like that.
And then this is, I don't know how to describe this, but for whatever reason, the fire alarm went off at my house the other night.
For whatever reason.
Just one room just ablaze. For whatever reason.
He just lives on Clown Alley, doesn't he?
No,
There's stuff going on all the
It
time.
involved the placement of a
fire in a house.
No, what is it? A detecting device
candle? A
near
smoke
that was
detector?
too close to a shower.
Oh yes, I used to have one of those. Yeah,
and the girls were in there.
Playing grab ass?
Yes, the little girls, and so it shot off the fire alarm, and I had no idea what to do, and of course the fire department arrived.
There's never a dull moment at your house.
They were very nice.
The fire department showed up.
Oh yeah. Because it's a lot.
Doesn't that cost you thousands?
Yeah, it might be a couple.
Why? Why? So what do you mean?
I thought when an alarm goes off at your house, they call you first and say, "Hey, we have a detection."
Yeah, I didn't.
You missed that call, right?
I was busy doing something.
And
my
you didn't
phone.
know your password, and so
No,
they showed up.
Yeah, if I have one more password, I'm just going to jump off the Eiffel Tower. The point is,
get arrested.
I'm talking to one of my neighbors the day, and he goes, "Yeah, we saw the fire truck show up at your house." And my wife said, "Tom's probably had a heart attack."
Oh my God! But what caring neighbors?
Yeah, isn't that nice to know?
Oh wow!
Oh, there seems to be something going on across the street. Tom's probably had a heart attack.
Oh my goodness!
I'll have you know my heart's in perfect condition.
Well, I would think now it's certainly better than it was. Yeah.
With all the parts that added to it, especially that one cow part.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the cow that donated that piece of heart is in here in the studio.
Lucky they have two of them.
Oh.
Oh. Hi, how are you?
Oh, Bessie, it's nice to see you.
So my point is, don't when you see a kid go, "So you ready to go back to school? Come on."
Yeah, because you're just forcing them to answer politely. Yeah, so yeah. Instead of they just want to go, no.
No, I'm having too much fun.
Yeah.
I'm riding my bike. I'm being a kid.
But school, some kids are ready, man. They're ready. They like it. See their friends.
Moms are ready. I guarantee.
Remember finding out who your teacher was going to be?
Oh,
Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah,
we would find out like a month before school.
Right.
We don't. We found out the day before, so I just called all my nieces and I said, "Who'd you find out your teacher was?" And it's on an app. So
okay.
they get assigned on an app, and parents can look it up. And
And
that's
yeah, they were
Did you have the thing then where, the other parents call and, well, I see you got Mrs. McGillicuddy. Everyone wants her. How come you got her?
Yes.
Well, because we deserve her and you don't. Okay.
We paid for
It's
it.
like everything else in this life. Calm down.
Have you ever bribed a school to get the teacher that your kids wanted?
Of course.
No, by bribe, what do you mean?
I have donated my time a bunch so that I could decide. Yeah.
I just want to say God bless the teachers. Okay.
Yes.
Right now, just for starters.
God bless.
Yeah, ask a teacher what you would ask a kid.
Yeah.
So, you ready to go back to school?
Yeah. You mean after this delightful summer of doing what I wanted to do? No. And by the way, it should be illegal for schools to start before Labor Day. I said it and I mean it. Next.
I agree with you. Labor Day to Memorial Day.
Well, obviously, we're never going to go back to that.
Yeah. We were July 29th.
What if we could prove
That's when
what?
school started?
School started
Are you
July
on that
29th.
balance schedule?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're-
Well, it's
yeah.
because, with no air conditioning and global warming, they want the kids to boil.
There's a school system in this state that's going to a 4-day week. Did you see that?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Monday through Thursday.
Oh, I'd be interested to see how that works out.
So for the working parents, it's great. They just have to
Right.
quit their jobs.
Find childcare that extra
What's
day.
the matter with what we were doing? We did okay. Look how we
I
turned
know.
out.
There really was nothing
we
wrong.
turned the world into a steaming pile
did
of manure.
not do okay.
I was kidding.
Yeah, I think you guys did. You did pretty good.
Well, that's only because I wasn't in charge of anything.
When I was in grade school, it was Labor Day to Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now,
All of
look at
us.
me.
And June.
I'm an idiot.
First week in June was the last week of school, and then right after Jerry's telethon, he back to school.
No, we were both athletes in high school.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well, no. This
athletes is a stretch of a word, but yes, I was on the
nevertheless,
team. Go
as
ahead.
a participant in the sports. Double session started mid-August, right?
First 2 weeks of August was conditioning. That's where you wore your helmet and your cleats, and then the second 2 weeks were 2-a-days.
So they start that now on June 1st?
I don't know
in
when.
July, moratorium week is the week of July 4th.
And that's when all sports have to take the week
they
off.
have to take that whole week
And
off.
now, that used to be you couldn't start. Now coaches can be with them year-round except for that one week.
For that 1 week, yeah.
We started show choir rehearsal a couple weeks
underground, though, right?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Josh Arnold, the show choir.
Look at him move.
Yeah!
We have to erase that.
All right, hang on a second. Cut. We need some more of the jazz.
Oh, it's French.
Oh,
Frenchy song.
As it's playing.
All right.
Mad Men.
Oh, okay.
My father and grandfather will be at the show, but yes, I'll give more jazz hands.
For God's sake.
Look at him up there.
Look at that.
And you'll like this, Josh. I'm reading Darius Rucker's autobiography, which is great, by the way.
He was depressing.
He was a show choir guy.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I've always had such a crush on him.
Read the book. It's great.
He had a kind of a bumpy relationship with his dad, right?
Yeah, but he embraces his life, and he says he would want nothing to be different. He's a terrific guy. and a
Is that
great
right?
singer. Yeah, but I really am enjoying it.
Oh, good. Glad you're liking it.
But he was a show choir guy, Josh.
Yeah. Our friend Drew Powell was. Pat, were you, or did you have that in school?
My senior year, I was in the choristers, the final year.
The choristers?
We were called the choristers.
Oh, okay, so that was singing
an
and
elite
dancing.
group of singers.
Oh, yeah.
The choristers.
Weren't you on Johnny Carson singing in a chorus and dancing?
Well, I was a background singer with Mitzi Gaynor when I was 18, yeah.
Chick reminded me of one of the songs we used to do in show choir room. Shake down, break down, take down, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Bob Seger's greatest song.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's right. That's the one where you're going to pay me first, then you get the song.
You busted.
I would say one of his lesser.
That's the way that song ends.
Many would say that.
You're busted.
Wasn't that in Beverly Hills Cop 2?
It sure
Nope,
was.
It was in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Is that Bob Seger?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Not his best.
Glenn Fry and
a time now to discuss the forthcoming NFL season. Which has nothing to do with what I've been asked to talk about.
there's a possibility you might get some static if you're wanting to watch the game. Am I right, Tom?
Therefore, why not think about Steven Singer Jewelers? You know, the guy, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Because maybe your significant other gets upset when you watch too much football.
When you're having fun.
So, or doing anything that might be fun.
I'll put a stop to this.
And maybe you think, well, I know what, I can do a special pre-game thing by giving her, say, a bracelet or a necklace. Wouldn't that be nice? Or maybe that engagement ring she's been taught. Whatever it might be, Steven Singer Jewelers has it, and that's why Steven wants me to tell you this. Real diamonds are what it's all about. Real, natural, rare, earth-born diamonds, maybe some earrings. And then you can just grab her little ear and go, oh, look at this nice earring I got you. Oh, I guess I can sit down and watch. I can sit down and watch my team while you do anything else but
You know, they can be unreasonable. They don't have to have a brain injury. Okay, can
sorry.
you talk to them like they're a person?
The point is, you go to I Hate Steven Singer any day. That's right, any day. There's no special day. Oh, Mondays is, but nope. Every day is a special day for Steven, and he's got that famous full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, it's going right back. That's okay. And, of course, he's got all those great seasonal roses. Let's talk jewelry, though. Let's spend some time moseying around that IHateStevenSinger.com website and look for those beautiful diamonds. That's what he specializes in, of course. You'll find it at IHateStevenSinger.com. And, of course, if those orders get in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time, they're out the door that day most of the time. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. We certainly appreciate Mr. Singer. He's a dog guy. We are, too. Coming up, we have pants in the news in an interesting way, which means we'll have to feature the Mummies. Here come the Mummies with that great song, Pants. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's your pal Josh Arnold. You know, every year, rock fans and metalheads from around the world travel to Louisville, Kentucky for one of the biggest and best music festivals on the planet. Louder Than Life. 90 bands perform over 4 days, and I knew that I had to join my fellow 160,000 so-called loudmouths for the experience of a lifetime. Louder than life. You know, one of the best things about these festivals is the people watching. The folks here are amazing. They're wonderful. They're freaks. They're lunatics, they're weirdos, and so am I. I am excited to talk to a few of these folks right now. Hey, I'm here with Dustin. Dustin, tell me, who are you here to see? Hey, I'm here with Jerry. Jerry, who are you here to see? Having a killer time, as you can hear, the show going on. You rock! Sister! Hey, I'm here with Amber. Now, Amber, my gosh, these stilts are amazing. How tall are they?
I love those loaded chicken fries. Loaded chicken fries.
You know what I miss? I haven't been in a mosh pit in like 20 years. I don't see one going on. Maybe I'll just start one. All right, I'll start a mosh pit. It's these guys. That's the coolest motherfucker here. Hey, I'll be right back. All right, you do it.
Where did I go? Where did I go? Where could I be? Where did I go? There I am, crowd surfing now. Look at me, right in the crowd. Look at me, woo! I'm riding on the crowd, they're passing me along. Oops, I almost hit that gal, did you see? Surfing on the crowd. Earlier, there was a wheelchair guy. Did you see him? That was pretty cool. Surfing on the crowd. I bet some people were mad they had to lift all of my weight. Oh, it's against the rules, but I don't care. I'm surfing on the crowd. You've got the point. We probably could have cut this already. Oh, I almost fell. Did you see that? Almost dropped me. Did you see that? Almost fell right to the ground. Because I'm surfing. The music at Louder Than Life might be angry and aggressive, but the people there, the exact opposite. Everyone had a great, safe, terrific time. We had all kinds of laughs, and we celebrated the world of rock and metal. I now consider myself to be a lifelong loudmouth, and Louder Than Life, you can count on me being there every year from here on out.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Listen 24/7.
All day, every day.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What are we doing? We're talking about the
What do you wanna
Olympics.
do? What do you
We're
wanna
talking
do?
about the fair. We're talking about Mormons.
Are you done over there yet?
No, sir.
Damn.
You have more sports?
Oh, yeah. I got poo. I got Mormons.
Okay.
Poo.
Poo poo.
Poop.
Poopy.
Poo, and I've got this.
Zooby, zooby, zoo.
You know what this reminds me of?
I'm repellent.
You're going to love this reference.
Sound of me keying your car.
No. Ernie Kovacs and the Nairobi Trio.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If you've never seen that, it's on YouTube. Go ahead and check that out. It's very
I love Ernie Kovacs. What a weirdo.
The Dutch Masters commercials, the cigar commercials, where he's obviously drunk, standing in a.
I'm only aware of them.
Of
I read a big book about him, but I did not. So I haven't actually seen those. You can see those online.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah, they're very good.
Sorry for the 4 people out there that are.
Over 2,000 young Mormons took part in the world's largest speed dating event. The record attempt took place at the 2024 Utah Area Young Single Adults Conference, or the UAYSAC.
Is it
in Salt Lake City?
World record.
Can the fellas take more than one woman?
I don't really know how that works.
I don't think that's a thing. Okay, I think
Yeah, it is.
it certainly was at one time, but I don't think it is now.
Of course it is. There's
No, I
TV
don't
shows
think
about it.
There's reality shows about it. Sister Wives.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, though, Chick. It's probably not the majority.
Right.
No.
And
it's not legal.
And they're all sober.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
What is that movie with Andrew Garfield about? He's a murder, and he plays a police detective in the Kingdom of Heaven or something. It's really good.
Under the Banner of Heaven.
Under the Banner of Heaven.
John Krakauer.
Did he write that?
He did write that book.
I love him. To successfully achieve the record of speed dating, participants were required to speed date with at least 20 individuals for 3 minutes each. That's 60 minutes.
It also may be because let me think this through. That may be the largest gathering of virgins then of don't you think?
Oh, is that also how that works? I don't know enough about the
I don't either.
I don't either.
I'd rather not wildly speculate
They
about.
get around the rules.
They do. It's called, never mind, soaking. Yeah.
Soaking.
And
what?
They would lay on top of each other. They had the clothes on, lay on top of each other, and have friends shake the bed to cause friction.
So they're not actually
and then
moving.
They're not actually moving.
Oh, my gosh.
And then the girl, yeah.
How fascinating.
Yeah, that's
All
how
right.
they get around having sex.
How do you know this?
there are TV shows. Is that how you know?
Yeah, there's a big community on social media that talks about the way you get around
So
those
you have
things.
you have to have your buddies come in and
shake the bed.
Well,
Shake the bed.
you're clothed. I mean, you're not seeing anything.
It's dry humping though, but without.
It's wet humping.
But you're
Well.
not creating the friction. You have
You're not
somebody else
doing the
doing
movement.
it. Yeah.
Someone else is moving.
That's really interesting.
Someone else is
Yeah.
doing
Can you
the
tell that
sin.
story again? Oh, sorry.
It's like this. No.
Wow.
I just remember reading an article about there was a big thing a couple decades ago where they would take these pledge forms to high schools. And do you remember this?
Yeah, are you talking about
Pledging?
Oh,
yeah, pledging to stay
and then
abstinent.
Purity rings.
Yes.
An abstinence pledge. We had
The
those in high
Jonas
school.
Brothers.
We did
big
as
about
well.
that.
I
Yeah.
don't think they were school sanctioned so much
No,
as.
it was. I think a church came in and
Like-
did like
Okay,
a
yeah.
like a youth group.
And and this article was about they did a follow-up study and the participation in
I had that.
butt play was if you will,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure,
if
yeah.
you will, had
Yeah.
replaced.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
There was a certain anality to the conclusions.
I've heard that referred to as
There's so much.
a poop hole loophole.
That's what we called it. Yes, the beehole loophole.
There's so much I enjoy about you.
Could we?
And I
talk
can
about
tell you the
anything
girls
else?
that did it too. I still remember their names.
Let's get them out there right now. Come on. So how did we get talking about this again? Oh, the Mormon speed dating world record.
Well, good. 3 minutes for speed dating seems a little long. I thought it was shorter than that.
Really?
When you would sit in front of somebody. and,
Can you tell within 30 seconds?
I think most people probably can.
Yeah,
I've never done it.
Can, yeah.
Really?
I've never done that.
Absolutely.
You mean if they'd want to go on a real date? You mean that's how this works?
Oh,
right.
I did it back in the day, and 3 minutes sounds about right.
Oh, okay, cool. Now, did you feel like you knew within the first 30 seconds?
I actually left at intermission because it was like the same story over and over, and it's like
I always.
What was the story?
Went home and
May I
whacked
ask?
they're divorced, they're a single mother. And
I always
that
know.
old
I
story.
pretty much know after 30 seconds, but then sometimes it lasts as long as 12 years.
I see.
Bravo.
So you heard the word single
Yeah,
mother?
hang in there.
Hey,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a single mother. I'm out.
no, I mean most women of a certain age are.
Of
single
course,
mothers.
yeah.
Do you hear what he's saying?
Yes, but I wanted to.
He's talking like you. Will you stop it?
Did you get a date?
No.
No. Okay.
Hey, it's not for everybody, but
yeah. I always
say,
thought it would be fun.
Yeah, I say more power to you.
That's what I expected, but it was.
It wasn't
It was
fun.
not
kind of depressing.
Kind of sad.
I would love to meet friends that way.
Oh, that's what every dude wants to hear when they go to a speed dating thing.
I met
The
other
reason I'm
women.
here is because I've been friend zoned by every woman I know.
I
Right
met
in the friend zone.
other women, like
Oh,
female
okay,
friends
yeah,
speed dating. Yeah.
How about a card group?
Why not a
book
group
club?
speed date where,
Oh, that'd be fun.
A what?
or maybe not necessarily a group, not necessarily a speed date, but yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
I guess what I'm saying is, and I'm sure places have these singles nights where you get together as a group and you just
Oh,
mingle
sure.
and
Yeah,
meet
they have those.
Yeah, you're not necessarily trying to hook up.
That's better than
Yeah.
speed dating.
Yeah.
But see, they have booze and everything. See, this thing, these are all Mormons, so you have to wear your soda goggles.
My girlfriend used to host those.
Hey, I can't remember if she was a pig or not. I didn't.
I
had a
can't
pig.
remember
God.
if she was a pig or not.
I had a girlfriend, Josh, that would host those occasionally, these single nights.
Yeah.
And it would be a ratio of like 8 girls to every 1 guy, though. It was
No
And what's
kidding.
wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
That's tough for the girls.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
they?
Pat, you could really leave that depressed.
If you were,
well,
Didn't we have
74 women there and me, and I'm by
Didn't we
myself.
have a story one time about dinners in the dark or something, like a true blind
they
date
have those.
where you can't see anything, but there's obviously there's someone sitting
That's a
across
TV
from
show
you.
too.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Love at First Sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and
Ace
me
watches
having
that.
dinner in the dark.
Dinner.
I watched
love
Married
that
at
song.
First Sight.
Married at first sight.
I'm looking for a place, my penis to park.
Hey. Slow down. You slow down. There's too many things flying by.
Okay.
Ace, what? No, what are you saying? What was the show?
Yes, by all means, let's get Ace's comment up front and center.
And Al Jackson watches it too. It's called Married at First Sight, where a panel of experts, a reverend and a psychiatrist and whatever, they pick a woman or a man for you.
After
And
getting to know you a little
and
bit.
you only meet at the altar.
Oh, so you don't talk to
Can
them
you
at
say
all?
yay or nay once you get to the altar?
This season, one woman was a runaway bride. So.
She bailed.
Yeah.
What reverend would?
Yeah, no
Not
kidding.
legitimate.
What legit psychologist?
Go with God. I have a taping in a half hour.
I'll tell you which Hollywood reverend.
Man.
Ordained online.
Unlike
Yeah.
other dating shows, everybody lives in the same city, so that's more.
Oh.
You're not moving
okay.
across the country,
Still.
No, it's still completely ridiculous.
They got a pretty good success record.
I wouldn't go on a blind date. Come on. Well, that's
Well,
because
they get married, but how long
that's
does
a
it
success
last?
rate. It's because you have narcissists who want to be on television meeting another narcissist. It's going to be great.
What's the show I'm thinking of where they like basically live in a room right next to each other and just talk through, but they can't see each other? Love is Blind. Love is Blind. They don't see each other for like 30 days, but they get to know each other just talking.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't like
That goes against everything
That you believe in.
that sane people believe in.
Yes, but you
Wait,
don't
could
really.
you imagine if Tom fell in love with a fat fatty and just like lost his mind? He'd hate it. He'd be so mad at himself.
So I can't wait to meet you. Okay. Oh, El Gordo.
Well, fortunately, I brought the seatbelt extension so you can get into my car. Ladder. Could we move on?
I often ask myself that.
So, once again, the world record for speed dating to 2,000 young Mormons.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that might be, but have been
I
interesting.
always wonder if that underwear they wear is itchy. Doesn't it look itchy?
What underwear
The
do they wear?
Mormons, they have to wear that long.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
Have
whole
you
one
seen-
piece
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Have you seen the stage play, The Book of Mormon?
Yes, I have.
It is brilliant.
Oh,
I have
really? I
seen
would
it.
love to see
They all
it.
have to actually wear that a certain kind of underwear?
It's a
They talk about that.
yeah.
Everybody? I can't pick out my own underwear if I'm a Mormon?
Well, apparently,
I'm getting some bad
Does it look like a
information.
one-piece swimsuit?
like a jumpsuit
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Does
There's
it
a
have a
name
flap
it.
for your booty?
I think you
Who
could
was
get
the
it
comedian and
with
that's
a Nike logo.
Ryan Hamilton.
he talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that comedian. He's great.
I do
I
too.
haven't seen him forever.
I didn't realize he was raised as a Mormon.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
he still is.
It's called
He's-
the temple
gotcha,
garment.
gotcha.
If you get a chance to see Mr. Ryan Hamilton,
Yeah,
go. He's
temple garment.
Very funny.
See, it pretty much covers everything.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about those pajamas with the booty flap?
Yeah, with the flap in the back.
What?
That was for the old days when you had to go outside
Yeah.
to go to
The
the bathroom.
outhouse.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Of course.
Oh, it's not like
Oh, it's not for
Sometimes they
both
were
sides.
like fire engine red.
it's not like today's days when you just want a little
Yeah, I'm
butt
sure.
play.
I'm sure that there are perverts such as
The
yourself.
movie Wild Wild West.
completely obsessed with those.
Pervert.
Admittedly, not a great film. Not a cinematic classic. The Will Smith, Kevin Kline vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
But Salma Hayek chick is wearing those pajamas with the booty flap, and it is one of the finest moments in celluloid history.
Is there ace hanging out?
It's fantastic.
Really?
Yes.
The only good decision made in that movie, which started with bad casting.
Man, Salma Hayek.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she gets more and more gorgeous every day.
Uh-huh.
Salma Hayek. Salma. I don't know why I'm doing this story other than I was told to.
All right.
Scientists say a racehorse's fecal droppings may be a good indicator of their future success.
Oh, okay.
This is fascinating. We have had a
People are doing the drinking game. When you say this is fascinating, they do a shot.
This has been a huge decade for fecality in the news.
Oh, yeah.
There are innumerable stories about how they're testing the sewage systems in various cities to find out what drugs are being commonly used.
A recent veterinary study analyzed the poo of more than 50 thoroughbred foals over the first 3 years of their lives to measure the bacteria in the digestive systems. Over
Hey,
those-
Dad, I just graduated graduated. I got a job. What are you doing? I'm analyzing the poop of racehorses. Oh.
Over those 3 years, owners and trainers recorded how their horses performed on the race course. The
Only
study
foals rush in. You know that.
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed that very much.
Who else is applauding?
He's the only one.
Okay.
I'm just giggling.
The study found the more types of gut microbes a foal had at just 4 weeks old directly correlates to its future health and its success on the race course.
That's pretty cool.
A lead researcher said gut health is absolutely critical. The nature of the gut bacteria in those first few weeks of life predicts the future health and future performance of these horses.
They're going to start putting this in the daily racing form.
Pictures.
How's this for a movement, huh?
I bet there are guys who those really inside horse gamblers who go and look at the piles of crap.
I bet you're right.
Had heard that they watch to see who goes to the bathroom right before a race.
Okay.
I will say that.
Huh.
You know,
lighten them up.
They do that at the Olympics.
Yeah.
You're talking about a hundredth of a second. You get rid of one of those, what's the term, silhouette altering turns. You're going to shave a couple hundredths of a second off your 100-meter dash.
Hey, put your money on Hussein. I just saw him in the bathroom.
Have you ever seen a horse urinate? It's like a fire hose. Man.
They can power wash the lines off a road.
Yeah. Crazy how much urine comes out.
But I mean, that's fascinating. This actually goes on to talk about, this gets really technical, but about antibiotics.
Yes, go on and on.
And how you shouldn't give your kids too many antibiotics when they're little, and same with horses. And the horses that had too many didn't perform as well down the road because of their gut bacteria.
Quite honestly, I bet this applies to humans, too.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you can tell who's going to...
Yeah, I think so.
I was able to analyze Willie's...
I want to be somewhere else right now.
I was able to analyze Willie's fecal material, and I could tell he was going to eventually start doing improv.
How about that?
Yeah.
Is Willie the one that you would change his diaper and as you were eating a chili dog and get poop on your hands? That was Sam?
Yeah. I know. My point.
Boy, that's a dad being a dad.
You forget. You get so used to changing diapers.
Sure.
You've been through. You get so used to it. I can just remember finding myself on the speakerphone, hot dog in my mouth, changing a diaper, multitasking, realizing probably should have put the hot dog down. That's funny. Because I'm going, hey. Oh, good. My hands are tied.
Okay.
You remember my famous story about potty training? My youngest daughter, I looked at her, and she was having a heck of a 2 years old. And I said, when are you going to be when are you going to be potty trained? And she looked at me and said, 5 weeks.
That's as funny a thing. 5 weeks.
All righty.
Was she done in 5 weeks?
I think pretty close.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Man, I bet you
She
howl.
didn't know. I just wanted a number.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by our friends at BetterHelp. What am I talking about? BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in a much more elegant way. It's all about convenience and flexibility because a lot of us right now spending a lot of time in social media. You're looking at everybody else. How are they doing? And you're going, oh, they're better than I. No, they're not. Stop doing that. Comparison is the killer of joy. And it's easy to think too much about what other people are doing and not thinking about yourself. And maybe therapy can help you feel better and live your best life, as they say. So reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness. Actually, it's a sign of strength, and therapy can help you discover what I call the best version of you. So what is BetterHelp all about? It's about, as I said, easier access because it's all done online. You go online, you fill out a brief questionnaire, you will get matched with a licensed therapist. By the way, you can change therapists anytime, no additional charge. But the therapy itself is done online. You can do it like a Zoom call. You can do it like a phone call, just talking, or you can do it texting back and forth. It's about whatever works for you, and it's about your schedule at your convenience. You don't have to hop in your car, drive across town, or take the bus, or do whatever to get over there and then sit in the waiting room and look at that guy going, what's wrong with him? No. None of that's going to be happening because it's so much more convenient. See what I'm talking about. Stop comparing and start focusing on you with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up in the news, kinky sex gets the science treatment, and we have motorized pants. And it's not as weird as you might think. And also, we're going to learn about broccoli as it applies to The way you look. This
Not
is
not farting?
No. Okay. Not the way you smell. This is the Bob and Tom Show. So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe Leslie, is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but you have virtually no tan
No,
lines.
I haven't been in the sun in a couple
No
weeks.
swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. When you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
Disgusting.
Okay.
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line, it's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
Noted.
now presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
You know, even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like, yeah,
Noted.
whatever,
Move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in
geez.
Tim Cavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
She's wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
A Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's slightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
Scoop.
Big scoop. That's a huge scoop.
Two.
That's not
Two
a big
scoops.
blender.
Okay.
Three.
Hey, no, you're not going to run out of room.
space.
No, you're not.
No, you're.
That's perfect.
There's milk
Take
right there.
Milk and pour about.
You want to put a little whey protein in
A little
there?
more than that.
A little more than that.
Yeah, come on.
There we
Hey, a little more. All right, that's
Okay.
good. Now load it with Oreos. Yeah. All right.
We have vanilla ice cream.
In the blender, not in your mouth.
Don't eat the Oreos yet.
All right. How many you got there?
I don't think I've had an Oreo in years.
That one and another stack that
Is
high.
that an even number?
Oh, for
Did you count them?
sake.
How many you got there?
It's bad luck to eat an odd number
Keep
of
going.
Oreos.
Yeah.
It's bad luck, chick. Did you
All
count
right,
them?
that's enough.
No, it isn't. Keep going. Shut your hole. This is our shake.
You're not going to be able to drink it. You're going to have to eat it with a spoon.
That's fine.
Put more milk
What is
in
that? 15 Oreos?
Oh, this is it's going to be perfect. It'll go right up to the top.
Peanutopolis. That's hilarious.
I love it. All right. Put a Klondike bar in there. Come on.
Throw
let's
in the
go.
Klondike bar.
For a Klondike bar. I'd kill some bull.
Throw a little more milk in, chick.
Klondike
Come on.
bars in there.
Blah, 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 blah. All right.
There we go.
There you go. That's
there
good.
you go.
Just let
Okay.
it go. Keep going.
God,
look at that. That's heaven. Look at that.
Snickers bar.
Look at that. Snickers bar looks like it's swirling around the bottom of a toilet bowl, doesn't it?
You're
Where did
putting
that
more
come
ice
from?
cream in there?
Yes. Now you go. Now blend her up there. Oh, one more. Come on.
At least it's an even number.
All
Okay,
right,
there we go. Are those the peanuts trying to...
Thank you.
No, Bob, sip that over there by your microphone. Let's hear your
I'll have a
judgment
taste. Tom has to drink it.
We
though.
should market this.
on that. Wow, it smells very good.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That is very good.
Tell me this is not good.
That is very good.
Very chocolatey.
See?
This is much better than your shake.
Thank you very much.
Why don't you throw some protein powder in that? So at least you get some protein.
And why don't you run up an alley
your
and
shake.
yell fish? How about that?
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Tickets this afternoon, 3:30. Oh.
You're in trouble now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I stay in trouble. Let's see. Jess Hooker, Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby.
Your name will be Mud, my mom used to say a lot. You keep that up, your name will be Mud.
My name is Mud.
What is that reference?
I
don't know. I've heard
the Lincoln
it.
thing.
heard it.
The Dr. Mud was his doctor. Your name
that's right.
Remember that show we watched, Tom?
Yes.
That's right.
Tom and I watched a show together for a very rare occasion.
Together?
Yes, together. We
In person.
Got together.
ate popcorn and played footsie with each other.
Yes.
Very exciting.
No.
More Orange Crush, Tom?
Oh. He had an Orange Crush. I had a Fresca.
What was it called again?
Manhunt.
Manhunt. Yeah.
Manhunt.
Hunt.
I said Manhunt.
It was a good show.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Except for, go ahead.
What was the problem?
Remember the one scene where he goes...
Oh, there was...
Patton Oswalt's character.
No, Booth did not have a VW bug. I remember that.
That is, they took some liberties with that.
Yeah.
No, Pat Oswald walks in, and he's a very fine comedian. He walks in, and his line was, we've got the intel on the so-and-so.
Oh.
I still think that was a word in 1865, give or take a year.
I don't think so.
Intel.
There were a couple of other...
It may have been, who knows?
Issues,
Some anachronisms.
Yeah, we're finding his cell phone app. Yeah, but never mind. It was a good show.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
And let's not forget the fact that Lincoln shot himself. A lot of people don't like to talk about that.
That's true.
I mean, it was a boring
Well, there
play.
are two, that and also that Mary Todd did.
She drug him there, didn't she?
Okay, that's none
I
of
don't
this is
want to
helping.
go.
I have is sports over mercifully? Or?
Is it?
How am I not supposed to take that personally? Yeah, sports is over.
Okay.
Scientists have developed a new scale that can determine how kinky you are.
Oh.
Given the diverse ways people experience kink.
Well, let's see.
A team of researchers led by Liam Wingnall of the University of Brighton.
I'm Liam Wingnall.
I changed my name. It used to be Wing Nut.
Developed the kink orientation scale to capture the full spectrum of kink engagement.
Kink orientation.
Kink encompasses a wide range of sexual practices that fall outside of what many consider normative sexual activities, including the infliction or reception
Pain.
pain.
All right,
Yep.
The use of specialized gear to enhance sensory experiences.
Sure.
Creating the scale involved compiling a concise collection of 18 questions that capture a broad range of kink-related experiences, providing other researchers with a more nuanced and inclusive way to study this particular aspect of human sexuality.
We got to get
have
our
the
hands
questions?
on them. Yeah, we got to get our hands
I was just going to say what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Oh, we need to do the scale. We need to do the
Do you have
questions.
the questions?
I don't. I mean, I'm guessing I'd probably score a 0. Josh probably a 10.
Well,
What?
pain. I don't know.
I'm out. No pain.
I don't mind giving a little pain.
All right.
Well, if they misbehave, I think.
No, if she says, "Hey, why don't you?"
Smack my ass.
Yeah,
That.
right.
There.
Right.
We smack my ass.
I'm going to regret saying that.
Well, no, but I mean that's along those lines, right?
Right.
I'm trying to find some.
I am trying to
looking
find
for
it,
the,
too.
I don't use
here we go. I got some of them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I will give you honest answers.
All right.
Okay. I would. The first one is pretty open and generic. I would describe myself as kinky, and then you answer strongly disagree,
Well,
somewhat disagree.
I'm not going to do your research for you.
Right.
Well, because you answered that you were kinky, I guess you're kinky.
That should be the last. That should be what they tell you. Right.
Here's one. Pain can be fun in a sexual context.
I agree.
You strongly agree, somewhat disagree, neither agree nor disagree, somewhat agree.
Can I
or
just say a
strongly
polite no thank you?
Okay.
I somewhat agree.
That question was thought
know
up by someone who hasn't had their ass kicked, okay?
Boy, am I glad you said kick.
Again, I don't necessarily like receiving it, but I will. I'll hurt you, baby.
Sex toys. Sex toys are important to me.
Important? Again, I'm a
Chrissy, excuse me.
Middle.
Can I give you a little tip?
I'm a middle too.
Yeah.
The next time you do that,
Yeah.
say I'm reading from.
I'm
the
reading
thing."
from.
Because all of a sudden, if anyone just tuned in,
Yes,
So far,
that's
we've got
true.
Jess saying smack my ass,
And Christy going,
saying
sex toys are important to me.
These
Jason,
two are going to go at it.
Jason, mark this down. You're going to need to edit this for tomorrow's
But
show.
I think they
Sex
are
toys are important in sex. Let's phrase it that way. Are they important in sex?
Middle.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel comfortable visiting a sex shop offline and online.
I'm fine with it. Yes.
No way.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Yeah.
No way.
I can't even drive by.
No way.
He doesn't even like the question.
I'm not gonna walk into anal vice for their
That's a great name.
annual Christmas
Anal
kinky
Vice.
sale.
I think you'd be more nervous that someone would see your car or see you walk
he
in,
would
right?
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, and I've said this before a million times, where we live is the largest small
It
town
is.
in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Especially because everybody knows us, Tom.
Okay.
We're stars.
I often talk
I
about.
can't tell my story on the air. What I told you guys about
Well, then
now
let's.
the magic show.
Now you have to.
I often talk about my sexual interests with my sexual partner.
Oh, 100%.
Tom never does that, do you?
What? You got to let her know what you like and what you dislike.
That's
I think it's quite clear.
You don't keep a list and check
Well,
marks?
sometimes.
I think it's quite clear.
Yes, there can
Okay.
be evidence.
Now, Christy, do you have the same list I have?
I have outfits I wear when having sex.
No.
I don't care for outfits.
I have the questionnaire from the story you gave me. If that's-
Neck.
Okay. No, wait a second. It's in a different order. I have it too now.
Okay.
Josh, you seem to be the one that's. I knew this would be the case, scoring pretty high in the kink scale. Do you indeed have outfits you wear? And may I modify the question by make it a two-parter?
Yeah.
Do the in the history of the partners that you may or may not have had,
Right.
Have you ever had them dress up in outfits?
Okay. I do not have outfits, and I have no real interest in. I mean, if she came to me and said, "Hey, I would love it if you
like hold a trident."
If you
with an erection,
Or
you
do
dressed
a
up like
Renaissance festival thing. Or something.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. But
You don't have the underpants with the elephant on the front?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Good.
I have had partners that have dressed in one. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, can we discuss the costume, or is it too personal?
It's not too personal.
Can we
These
guess?
microphones
It
are
was-
Is it time sensitive, if you will? Is the
What do you mean?
costume
Is there an age? Is there an age issue involved in the costume?
Stop.
Is it indicative of a year?
It's your fantasy, not his.
Kind of.
Uh-oh.
And that's why she still had her cheerleader outfit from high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of normal.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
pretty
So
normal.
College.
She still had that.
cheerleading out.
Yeah, that would be the better way.
Yeah.
I will come back.
No, it was from high school. But she was well above college age.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there is a costume that I would like to be incorporated at some point.
What's that?
For you or for her?
For her to wear Catwoman. Yeah.
Ah.
I would really enjoy
That's a good
it.
one.
I would
Halle Berry Catwoman?
Sure.
Okay.
Any fine. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, okay. They're all the
Eartha
same.
Kitt.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. Any Catwoman.
A rare.
Was that like
My God.
plastic? What was that?
My God, so
Like
long
a
as it's
polyurethane?
Really?
Yeah.
Catwoman. Just any.
It's interesting. We'll develop this
kind of
further
redundant,
when we
isn't
return.
it?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to Bob and Tom.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wingnuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
arch, hole in the roof, and even sometimes the toilet bowl has collapsed. National Park Service officials said Friday no injuries were reported. The popular arch in the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area fell Thursday. Park rangers suspect changing water levels and erosion from waves in Lake Powell contributed to its demise. The arch was formed from 190 million-year-old Navajo sandstone originating in the late Triassic to early Jurassic periods. The fine-grained sandstone had endured erosion from weather, wind, and rain, but it's no more. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
An airline in India is offering women the chance to not be seated next to a man if they choose. Well, you failed to mention what man came up with this ingenious spin. Well, I don't want to sit next to a chatty Cathy, but it'll look sexist if I don't want to sit next to a woman. What if we make it look like the women don't want to sit next to us? Brilliant. We learned the most dangerous sex position was reverse cowgirl. What you failed to mention, I always thought the most dangerous sex position was boss secretary.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
Bob and
Bob and Tom. I listen to Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
In the performance room. Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
There's Joshua Arnold.
Reminding you to buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust, Steven Singer Jewelers, with no phony sales or pricing games, just the perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey, I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I want to pick up where we left off. Exactly where we left off. We were talking about this scientific scale that has been developed by Dr. Liam Wignall.
Please call me Wiggy.
And it is I'm reading this verbatim. He developed the kink orientation scale to capture the full spectrum of kink engagement.
All right.
They go on to define kinkiness as something that falls outside what many consider normative sexual activities.
And I don't agree with the survey, really. I don't think.
Well, it's like a lot of this stuff is done by asking people what they do.
I do.
So the point here is we were talking with Josh, and Josh, of course, seems to score higher on the kinky scale than the rest of us, and we have actually found.
I think he's just honest. Yeah, he's just honest about it.
No, I'm being perfectly honest when I'm telling you that.
Oh, we're not.
Oh no, we don't doubt
questioning
that.
you at all.
Yes, you and I are both giving honest answers, and I certainly score higher than you do.
And the last one you discussed was you were very open about an encounter you had with one of these ladies that you've.
It was a girlfriend, yeah.
Yes, and she dressed up
Yeah, she had her.
The question was, do you like it when they dress up?
That was fun, yeah.
And she dressed up as a
cheerleader. She had her old cheerleader outfit.
Do you have any fantasies like woman in, say, a pizza delivery costume?
Oh, my God.
You know, for a second there, I thought we were talking as friends.
Yeah.
I did too.
He'll do that.
He likes to lull you into it.
Oh, yeah, he'll do it. Hey, buddy, you know, I was thinking.
I couldn't.
Well, Tom, is there any outfit out there at all?
Oh, I got this.
I got one.
I can answer this for Tom.
Character, costume that you think would be...
I don't think we can say.
Character, no.
Okay.
There might be outfits.
It's bib overalls, no shirt underneath.
Oh, yeah, that's always...
I like that.
Always a
Does it
winner.
for
Yeah.
Tom.
But I wouldn't want, Elvira or some,
Oh, God, I forgot about Elvira.
that would that would be your pants would become immersive with
Your pants would do what?
It'd become immersive with DNA or something.
yeah, okay, sorry. Do you have the questions over there, Christy?
Yeah, it's important to chat with somebody before having sex with them.
I would say so, yes.
That works.
You need to know.
I'm paying you to talk.
You need to know if she takes a check.
That's an actual question.
What
ladies and
are
gentlemen.
the optional answers?
Oh, that's the same one. Strongly disagree, somewhat disagree.
Who would
Neither
disagree
agree
with
or
that?
Well, no.
disagree.
I would argue that the
Somewhat
very...
agree,
that
some
the
strongly agree.
very kinky would disagree.
Yes, exactly. They would want to not
Yeah.
have any conversation
Right.
and
Sure.
just have sex.
Pretty
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Casual sex is fun. That's a question.
Well, of course it is.
I don't know.
You don't know.
A lot of women need to
Lighten up? Is that what you're going to say?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't have sex with him. He's a friend of mine. Well, that's why you can have sex with him.
That's true. It's a lot safer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can trust each other. Well, it'll change the friendship. Not for the guy, it won't.
It'll make it better.
Having chemistry with sexual partner is important.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, some people might disagree with that.
So this one, I assume that the opposite of that would be
not having chemistry.
Not having chemistry. Anything. There's nothing at all that you could stand about this person.
Yeah, but why would that be attractive? I mean, that wouldn't...
because it's so
I see what
perverted.
you're saying.
I mean,
like hate sex.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me.
No. Here's one for you,
That
Tommy.
sounds funny.
What's that?
Yes.
It goes along with the other one earlier. I feel comfortable purchasing items from a sex shop.
Oh,
offline or in store.
I feel comfortable purchasing sex.
Doesn't say that.
Oh.
No, because first of all, if you have to use a credit card, you're going to get on some list, and then you're going to start getting, emails, from Rogers, backdoor Rogering service or something.
Rogers backdoor Rogering.
Most of these
The name of the
sex
company.
stores are a little smarter than that, and they don't name themselves.
Oh, you're on a list.
Oh, Jesus. Here's one. I like my sex to incorporate a power dynamic.
Oh, yeah, that can be very fun. Sure. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
It means...
You don't do anything
Being
until I tell you.
submissive.
Yeah.
Being submissive to someone else.
Right. You'd like that, Tom.
You're either a dom or a sub.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd
What are
really,
you, a dom or a sub, Tom?
You think you're...
You guys are talking code. Is this Domino's or Subway?
Domino's or Subway, yes.
Domino's or Subway. If that weren't so funny, I might be upset.
If we had planned that, I would have. The fact that Dom and Sub came out,
That's very funny.
I've never heard of that. I don't follow that.
Dominant or submissive?
Okay,
I think you do well being dominated in a situation.
I think so, too. Absolutely.
It can be quite thrilling.
I would hardly allow that.
I don't know.
It's fun.
Okay. Really?
To be domed?
Man,
How about this one, Josh?
Yes.
And I think we can answer this one for you. The question is, you're answering this. My friends describe me as kinky.
Probably, but I think most would say straightforward or honest. Yeah.
Adventurous.
Yeah. I don't get why all adults aren't just talking about sex all the time.
It's the funnest thing to talk about.
It's so
Or
fun.
The most fun.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
How about this one? Do you have niche sexual interest? And that's niche, not niece.
Niche.
Not,
Why? Why do you do that? Why do you do that?
I think what Tom's saying is other people have nieces that I might think are
Oh,
not.
okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all nieces.
Yeah, whoever Charlize Theron's uncle is, I could look at him and say, I think your niece is hot.
I love my nieces to pieces.
Okay.
Yes, I do have niche things. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
specific spheres.
Yeah, fetishes and stuff, sure.
Of
Yeah.
interest.
Your sexual interests can be risky. That's a question.
Oh, not so much.
Not like public
Right.
intercourse. Yeah,
Right.
that would be risky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I don't like
knife
that
play. There's a certain risk to that.
You don't like public sex?
No, gosh, no.
Or or I think also like kidnapping,
Well, wait a
kidnapping
minute,
the Rock's girlfriend.
That could be very
That
risky.
would be very risky.
Very risky.
I could maybe see like in front of a window at a high-rise hotel or something like
okay.
that, but nothing like down at a
Not on
public
like
square
at the park
anything.
or something.
In front of a
I did it in a gazebo
park
on a golf
bench.
course once.
No kidding.
Did people play through?
They were playing. We could see them playing
They
golf.
couldn't see you though.
If they did, they saw a woman sitting on my lap.
Oh, there
that's,
you go.
that's what they saw.
Here's what needs to happen
Now-
to you after that revelation. You need to be institutionalized.
You think so?
You're
Wow.
a sick and twisted, awful person.
Now here's the thing. It was on a lunch break. We both,
Oh, it was lunch break. You
we
didn't
both
tell me
worked.
that.
We both worked at the same place, and we just wanted to quickly, and so we went to the.
And she wanted to raise.
She was way
the way
into
she's
it.
Getting it. Oh,
I would have preferred to be in a bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
Well, that was very polite of you to give her what she wanted.
Was it your girlfriend or a coworker?
it was a coworker.
Did you do any golf jokes? Like I'm gonna get a hole.
You know what? There were way less puns than you would think.
Nothing about a golf pencil.
Nah.
I think home run over there.
Home run over there.
Not even a quick when you were done ball washer joke.
Oh, there you go.
None of the classics.
No, we didn't do it.
Have you ever done that? You don't play golf at all, do you? Or do you?
No, not really.
The ball washer where you stand in the ball washer.
I have done that.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of twisty. And
Yeah, you push it up and down, makes a noise. So funny.
Right.
So funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, there is a kink scale.
Yep.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen.
we've pretty much.
Pat, are you a little kinky?
No.
Nothing.
What do you mean? You love parking lots.
Yeah. What are you
Well,
talking
you know, I
about?
think I've told everybody in the show about the parking lot, but that was a long time ago.
Not like you. Are your parking lot days over?
Yeah, they're over. Yeah.
I know. Wait.
Blushing. No,
they're just not happening, or you don't like it anymore.
This is sad.
No, I mean, it was a story from a long time ago.
And Pat has back issues.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was.
can't do that in the
Now,
parking
do you
lot
still
now.
limit the types of fluid you like to put on a woman?
Oh my God.
What?
What? I don't even know what
You
that
mean
means.
like
Transmission?
artificial, like in terms of?
Oh no,
Transmission fluid? What are you talking about?
Bodily fluids.
Oh,
There's a couple that come to mind.
there are a couple.
I don't know.
I can't.
You are not a nice person.
So silly.
Gosh.
You know
Sorry,
what's
Pat.
silly?
What's silly?
Not having Simply Safe as your home security
That is
system.
That is silly.
True.
That's close to stupid. I knew I needed to secure my compound with the best, and my research about 10 years ago now led me to Simply Safe. I've trusted Simply Safe to protect my compound for over 10 years now, and the level of security and customer care is incredible. I sleep better every night knowing Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me, and if someone tries to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most. They have exclusive LiveGuard protection. This is science fiction type stuff, but it exists at Simply Safe. Agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm, can even see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them police are on their way. You can have the same peace of mind I and so many of our Bob and Tom listeners experience. Simply Safe offering Bob and Tom listeners 20% off a system. Just visit simplysafetom.com. Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee, reporting from the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. More kink, etc. on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
much music affects you until you're told to sit still. Number 23 on the Billboard charts.
Once you accomplish that dream, that's when you find out if that's really who you are.
That's a life-changing feeling. As musicians, we're tapping into that whenever we can.
We're all in. There's no plan B.
Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out.
Coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's
March 15th, the day the Earth stood still.
This is the most all of a sudden thing that's ever happened in my life.
You guys have to come home. What the hell's happening now?
Then it got kind of scary.
It was over everywhere.
Maybe the year or the time of the huge stadium concerts are over.
And we didn't know how long it would be.
I didn't think it would go as far as it did.
We thought it was going to be temporary.
Touring is the lifeblood of any band that wants to make a living. You have to tour, you have to play.
We're not sure when we're going to be able to play again.
It's starting to chip away at my soul.
This pandemic has impacted everybody in the music community.
Sometimes I feel like, wow, do I even belong here, you know? Just heartbreaking, man.
How are we going to get through this?
Dude, you got to call Eddie.
It's definitely tested us.
Reduced capacity make it almost impossible for a band to play.
How am I supposed to pay him?
We've been all doing other things to make a living because it's been shut down.
He ain't coming for free.
When you have something that you love and it gets taken away from you for X amount of days, weeks, months, you just appreciate it more.
We all really took this for granted.
I miss that a lot. My favorite part of my job was connecting with the crowd.
It's the whole connection with humanity that is the most powerful thing.
People need that connection with other people. It'll come back. It's just a matter of time.
It's a 20-year overnight success type of situation.
All win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've talked about that he's the first guy I've ever been with who has had a vasectomy. And that I had some scientific questions about what that meant.
Sure. They can be undone.
That's true. They can be reversed.
I have a guy. If you
Sure. And have we seen the kids that happen after the reversal?
Yes.
Have we seen them coming out sideways like a Roman candle that fell down?
Hey, everybody! My dad Humpty Dumpty'd his sack back together.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
What has gotten into you today?
I have a theory as to what's gotten into Tom.
What?
Pat, Christy, Jess,
Talking
there's
kinky
Josh, Ace, I'm Chick.
Tom's been a little dirtier today.
Yeah.
Can we?
Is he horny?
My theory is that you had a really lovely family weekend where it was nonstop kids, girlfriend, and now you're cutting loose a little bit with the filth.
A PG-13 weekend.
Yeah.
How do you feel about gal pal?
Not ever coming out of my mouth.
No kidding. All right. Okay.
Why did you bring that up?
No, because we were talking to Chad and Criminy. What's her name?
Oh, Kelsey.
Kelsey, yeah.
Yes.
And they were like...
Oh, you're talking about girlfriend gal pal.
lady,
Okay.
lover.
Oh, I thought maybe you were just talking about him looking for a gal pal, because he would never have a girl as a friend.
There isn't a good word for that, but girlfriend, boyfriend, it's kind of fun.
Do you have any friends that are girls?
You don't consider Christy and I your friends?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, that's a lie.
That is simply
I bet you were the closest thing he has.
I think the reason he sounded a little awkward when he said, "Yeah, sure," is because truthfully, he thinks of you guys as more than friends. He thinks of you as like sisters or family.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go, see?
But you did answer that after you've just robbed a bank. Someone asked you, "Did you rob a bank?"
I didn't rob a bank. For example, he sent you guys pictures from the fair. Did he send you pictures from the fair?
No, but we did text this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't get pictures from the fair. See, because you guys are friends.
But that's also a guy.
That is a dude. Yeah.
Is that a dude thing?
He knows. Look,
here's what happened.
Go ahead, Chick.
He sent pictures of cows.
Poop?
No.
Okay.
Cows with giant teeth.
No, that's not why.
And
it isn't why.
I sent a very specific photograph. There's a picture of these 5 beautiful cows inside this famous building, and I said,
I think he wants to redo the kink questionnaire.
This is the same building the Beatles played in 60 years ago. To me, that's just amazing.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in the Coliseum. Okay,
here are some cows.
Now,
where John stood. Is that what you mean?
Now, there are times where, let's say, Chick, Tom, Pat, and I will be part of it, and we don't include you.
Because there's a reason.
Because there's a chance one of us, a very strong chance, will say something really so awful.
There is
we had a contest one time to come up with the worst sentence ever.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What was it?
No. I would never.
Josh won. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I won't even say it in front of certain people off the air.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'll show you. Here's how it works.
Okay.
I was at the fair having a great time.
Right.
And we have a little group text, and it was really sunny and it was hard to see the phone, but I sent one saying, "This is where the Beatles played." Isn't that kind of funny?
Right.
And then Chick said, "Go grab you some."
Immediately, right out of the gate.
Cow teeth.
Cow teeth, thank you.
Okay.
He didn't word it that delicately.
No.
And then he put the word slurp. and then a thing of squirting fluid.
You know what? I apologize. You guys keep your
Right.
I sent a
Just
picture.
guys being guys.
Yeah.
And I sent him a picture going, there are no fewer than 500 people in line at the dairy bar, which was true.
Yes.
Because we waited 40 minutes for my
And if you look at
milkshake.
that picture, there's another cow in that one.
And then I sent him a picture of Hart with her goldfish.
Oh, you want another goldfish?
We have another goldfish, so we're going to put it in the tanks. Yeah, we do.
Now, you might be wondering, well, why couldn't I, Christy Lee, and Jessica be included in a picture of his daughter with the goldfish?
Right.
Because Tom knows one of us will go, "Have you had sex with it yet?"
Right.
Yeah, see,
we're going to say something idiotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
The goldfish.
Yes.
Yes.
And then later on that day, a commentary about some of the announcements at the end of the Olympics.
So did you actually... So you've put the goldfish in the bowl with the other goldfish?
Yeah, you put the bag in, it floats around till the water gets the same.
What's the over under a life expectancy of a goldfish at the Griswold? Man,
I still have the 2 from last year.
Oh,
isn't the difference amazing?
Because I got a regular
5 days
aquarium.
or 5 years.
Yeah, it's 5 days or 5 decades.
Our friend Ricky won one 1 year, and he had it for a decade.
But it wasn't a goldfish.
And when he won it, and when he got it, he put it in it, whatever it was. It was about 12 inches at depth.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had it in a giant aquarium. Yeah.
We had one. We had one, and we had it for I bet 3 years, and then I relocated the tank and didn't realize that it was sitting on a table that was right under a vent. It was winter, and I boiled the fish.
Oh no!
Well, more of a slow cook.
Yeah.
Well, now I have a tip here for you, Josh.
A what?
Yes, please.
Tip.
Oh, a tip.
From
Give me
email
just the
here.
tip, Tom.
I love that game.
We were discussing this kink survey.
Yes.
And one of the questions, Christy, you had it was, are you comfortable walking into a so-called sex shop?
Mm-hmm.
I voted no. Josh said, of course you would do that. He said, hey, if you drive by a sex shop and someone is walking out, beep your horn and wave and turn your head so they can't see who it is. So the rest of the day, they wonder who it was and hope it wasn't someone from their church group. Thank you.
So good.
God, that's funny.
The Spanky, remember I told you guys I used to frequent a place called Spanky's,
Uh-huh.
where I would rent my filth, and it was right next door to an Enterprise rent-a-car, and every time I would walk out of there would be people washing the rental cars in like and in Enterprise you have to wear like a tie and
Yes.
So these guys all dressed up washing cars would just see me walking out with a black plastic bag filled with rectangles, which were the VHSs I was renting.
Wow.
Was that just a movie store, or was it also?
They had a toy section, yeah,
okay.
but it was mostly
booths too? Booths?
movie. That one did not. Award Video had the booths.
Oh.
And
What were they all about?
I don't get that. Just go home.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just going to be a booth.
I guess it was for guys who couldn't go home.
Oh, yeah.
My wife is always
movies
there.
in them?
Yeah, so you would walk in and it was.
Did they have like a lunch crowd?
Yes, I'm not kidding. Yes,
What
you're
was their
absolutely
peak-
right.
Their peak.
Could you order food?
No, meaning
but
guys
during-
on their lunch break.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know. I mean, two birds.
You sure?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll have a tuna south sand and give me 10 minutes.
That'd be a great marketing special.
Right?
But I would hear guys come in and go, can I please have $20 worth of booth tokens or whatever? Yeah. And so you go in and you feed the machine, and it's a TV, and then you can flip channels.
Oh.
Wow.
So it's not a live woman?
I thought it was a live woman.
There are those, but not at these places. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a little more than a token, right?
Well, don't the strip clubs run lunch specials sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah, lingerie lunch. But
One of the greatest chicken Parmesan sandwiches I ever had was at a strip club.
Why would you even try it?
That'd be there's a coffee table book. Great food in unlikely places.
That's good. I like that.
Where is it?
That'd be fun.
This was around the time of my second bachelor party. No, we were doing some reconnaissance, and we went to a gentleman's club, and they had the best prime rib sandwich I've ever eaten in my life.
The one over here?
No, PT's.
PT's, yeah.
Yeah, over here.
My
is that
dad,
it? Yeah. Okay.
my dad once told me a story. He and my uncle went to one of these booth places.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
was this live or with video?
No, this was video.
Okay.
And by the way, it's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Larry.
And so
he ain't going to be getting any older, is he?
Jesus Christ.
Mike, what?
God.
It's true. Look at him laugh, and he appreciates
Chick
it.
looked me right in the eyes and said that.
You're an awful.
Your father was a great man.
Well, thank you. Yeah, but he said that he and my uncle were in adjoining booths. They were just in there for a lark kind of thing.
Like next door?
Yeah. So they could talk. Like, hey.
Oh,
And apparently
Turn it to channel
my
3.
uncle goes, hey, turn it to
No.
turn it to 14 or whatever. This woman is oh boy, how can I put this? It was, you would think maybe it was the guy's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
She was accepting him, and he's
All right.
okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they're watching, and all of a sudden, it goes from a very close up to a wide shot, and it was actually two guys.
I bet they howled.
They said they howled for so long.
Except his uncle said he was rather turned on, and please leave him alone for the next few minutes. And Okay, all right.
So there's comedy in these places.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, there's comedy everywhere.
There's also a deep sadness.
Yes, I was going to say, yes.
Well, we have an opportunity, I think, now for
Now
a song.
people can just do it on their phones.
Patty G?
Yes, sir.
You interested in playing a little something for us?
Well, I think I know what you want.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, I can
porn
read his mind
song?
on this one. Back in 97, way before Josh could stream, he'd have to go to Spanky's for a dirty tape or magazine. Down at the porn shop, he'd have to drive, oh yeah, to a nasty rundown building off I-65. Down at the porn shop, the creepy clerk, he smiles.
Down at the porn shop.
Where's the big booty eyes?
Down at the porn shop.
His mom has many concerns.
Down at the porn shop.
When she makes his returns. Down at the porn shop. Porn shop, oh yeah, looking around the place. Josh can't believe his eyes.
Porno.
Videos of butts and boobies, every color, every size.
Porno.
Down at the porn shop, way back in his youth. Oh,
Josh.
yeah. Where he took his pants off in the video booth.
Down at the porn shop.
Oh, it ain't so discreet.
Down at the porn shop.
Your butcher's beating the meat.
Down at the porn shop.
Josh won't leave the house.
Down at the porn shop.
Just need a hooker or spouse. Down at the porn shop. Porn shop.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Wow.
You're so comfortable talking about this. Was that just like open conversation when you were growing up? Like it was a very healthy home and
No, not
talking about
really.
No?
It was
Uh-oh.
No, it was like kind of my brothers would get furious if I ever brought
really?
this up in front of like my parents, because I would say certain things like, yeah, I'm going to go rent.
Right.
My brothers would be like, what is wrong?
Just for a laugh, or you knew you were doing it, or you felt made you feel free, or
you're very comfortable. And the fact that you had your mother return pornographic movies,
Mother
to
and father,
Spanky's.
yes. Yeah.
See, I don't find that's a big deal because it seems like because my mother and father were more like brother and sister. So, just be out.
Huh?
Oh, I see, yeah.
But, I mean, I think
they were like your brother and
Yes.
sister. Not like they were.
they weren't brother and sister.
I get that.
No.
I get that. That's
my brother and sister.
Be clear.
There
But
you go.
the specificity of the titles that indicate what the specificity of these pornographic videos is, I would think would be somewhat
right.
So did your mom come back after?
I was going to say your mom had a follow-up question, as I recall.
Did she come back? Hey, by the way, just in case you were wondering.
Oh, unnatural. That's what it was, right?
Yes. Unnatural ass play 3.
No, it was just unnatural sex, and I forget what number in the series it was.
Right. A series.
Yeah.
Well, you have to
were
keep track of
there
that's why they
subtitles?
No, there were no subtitles.
Subtitles.
It just said at the bottom, no chickens were actually killed.
Oh, my God.
See, I rented based on actress. I didn't rent based on category.
All right.
Like, this one has Jessica Darlin.
Sure.
This one has...
You know them all?
See, that's the thing, too.
How would you research them before the...
No, you start off just renting, and then you go, I like her work.
Yeah, or she's attractive to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
or she has this attribute that I enjoy. I want to get more from her. I've never understood guys who go, I just look at porn. I don't know their names. First off, I don't believe you. And if you are being truthful, that's insane to me that you don't remember the names of the porn stars you like. How do you not?
Yeah.
So what, you turn on the radio and just go, I like music. Well, you like that song, you want to listen to more from them? I just listen to music.
But there are people that like it that way. They don't want to know anymore.
You got to know their names.
So how do you find out their names? I mean,
Well, they have credits.
Yeah, they have credits.
They make up these fun names.
No, sorry. I'm on the internet. Do they always have the names of the people when you watch?
Not always, but I would search by name. Yeah. Like, I'm in the mood to watch a little Gianna Michaels today. And that's every day, by the way. She's the greatest porn star to ever live.
Janet Michaels?
Gianna, please.
Oh, Gianna.
Please.
I'm sorry. I'm not familiar
Put some
with her
respect on her name, right, Josh?
Okay.
Who's your favorite porn star of all time, Chick?
Let's see. It'll have to be.
And Ace, I'm coming to you next, so you can start thinking.
Oh, gosh. Vanessa Del Rio, probably.
All right.
That's like when I was...
That's a little before my time, but I'm aware of her.
Yeah. Classic vintage.
Is she in fact of
I don't
Hispanic heritage?
Latina,
She's
I believe. Yeah.
Latin X.
Yes.
In her case, Latin triple X.
Oh, yes.
Ace?
Who's the real smart one?
Nina Hartley?
Yes, Nina.
Yeah. Very bright.
Very bright. She's
and
been
does
in here.
really
Very
good
nice
education.
woman. Mm-hmm.
She was in here.
Now, Godwin, do you know the names of any porn star that you've enjoyed?
No, I went on actual dates. I didn't look
you
at porn.
liar.
How about that?
I didn't look at porn, he said.
Come on, Pat.
I honestly don't know, except for the famous ones from like Linda Lovelace and
Nina Hartley.
Harry Reams.
Oh, you don't often get a guy when you ask him.
Professing a
No,
love
and
for
then what's the guy's name? Jeremy. Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy. I met him when I was an intern here. He was in the
here.
building.
Yeah, he was here.
And I said, hey, can I get a picture? And he goes, you want me to grab your boob? And I was like, nope, just a picture.
Do you want me to grab your boob? But maybe that he gets asked that.
I think he does. I think he did. Yeah.
Jeez.
And he's currently in very bad shape.
Yes.
And apparently,
And
it's
a
well
lot of trouble.
deserved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently not
For
a great-
grabbing boobs.
I'll ask
probably.
Jeff Oskey who his favorite was. I'm sure he has an answer.
I could ask
Hey,
him.
listen real
Hey,
close.
Jeff!
Yeah.
I bet you probably keep it hairy.
You think Jeff likes?
Oh, he has a theme?
I want you to look like my beard down there.
Oh, you guys.
Hey, Tom.
I don't want to. I want to know where you start. And
Yeah.
He's my friend.
Every time
No,
you
it's
say
not.
that, I feel bad because I'm the reason you know to say, like, keep it hairy. Why do you do that?
It's so funny.
It's an inside joke. It is
It's an inside joke. I'm sorry.
Pat, I didn't like. I felt some judgment when you said no. I dated. I didn't look.
I was trying to get a laugh. The truth is that I'm in a position where I don't really want to talk about anything right now.
All right. No, that's totally fair.
And I'm looking real seriously at not talking about anything ever again.
Yeah.
Pat, totally honesty
get
here.
it.
That's very. We appreciate you letting us know.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it when you reveal too much.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm drawing a picture of you naked with a cape on, Pat.
With a cape on or a cape on?
A small chicken?
A small chicken.
No, a small chicken. No, a cape, of course. Let's see, what time is it?
It's time for me to tell you about Raycon Everyday Earbuds.
It certainly is.
That's right. Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds recently upgraded. Now get a load of these features. Active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair 2 devices at once, plus a quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery, and the ergonomic design to comfortably fit the widest range of ears and optimized gel tips for a cozy custom fit. Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds dropped off a little while ago. We got all the brand new colors too. Somebody would call those vibrant colors like blush violet, royal blue, forest green, classic black. And Raycons offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20 to 40% off site-wide. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
One real quick thing. The battery life, amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, and great sound, half the price of the other ones. Check them out. They're really great. And this is the season. You got to have those earbuds out there. Walking, having a beautiful time, walking outside. When we come back, that Ace Cosby joke of the day is going to kick things off. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening.
There's a monkey here riding a dog. Yes, there is. Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Dan.
Mm-hmm. And the doggy has a little saddle. Oh, look at that. And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins. But
can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or
don't you dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. She's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is a white Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's cracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet. She'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose. I mean, I've always.
Mess.
That's the first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little. She's relaxed and.
We can tell.
You know.
Did you see
And
what
in a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping
of
it out.
And licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those in there.
Yeah, we'll need that smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre, how would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to... if they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell and. Because
And I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Chris.
Might have to go. Might have to go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Just turn my headphones off.
Please,
That would top the show, wouldn't it?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop, that.
We do have a banana if we
my
want to bring it
headphones
in.
just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Looking for.
Wow. She's like a monkey on a football.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Now, I know you're a guy that cares about the way you look. You've got a nice suit on.
Yes,
today.
it looks very good
nice
this morning.
Bob Zaney, would you rather have a complete set of removable dentures or a full set of fang-shaped teeth?
And I'm assuming the fang-shaped teeth aren't removable?
Are permanent.
Yeah, they're permanent. In other words, your real smile would be
I'd rather
fangs.
have dentures.
Yeah.
I'll go the fangs because I'll tell you why. My teeth don't show when I smile.
Let's see.
It's not natural. My whole childhood was my dad going, show your teeth, like that. I look like I'm trying to poop. In every childhood photo. They just don't show, so it won't really matter if they're fangs. Okay?
I gotta see some of those.
Yeah. I swear to God, my dad, show your teeth, Bobby.
It does look like you're trying to once again drop a deuce.
I'm sorry, should I say drop a deuce?
I want to see those photos.
Wow, you're right, though. You can't see your teeth.
Look at little Bobby.
I know.
There he is.
The one that really sticks in my mind, we were at the Wax Museum in Buena Park.
Sure.
Right next to Knott's
right
Berry
by
Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, yeah.
And we get our picture taken, I think it's with Frankenstein.
Uh-huh.
So you get your photos, and it's the whole family, and I'm like,
yeah,
in front with Frankenstein.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. What a day this has been.
Yeah, I've only done one news story.
What a rare mood I'm in.
It's almost like being in love. Yeah.
I have a question. We can kind of polish off the Olympics thing.
Shoot.
With?
Why do they call it water polo?
That's a great question. There are no horses.
Because it's more like water soccer.
Yeah.
No, it's, well,
More like,
yeah.
I mean, because there's
water
no
handball.
Because there's no mallet.
Yeah, and there are no horses.
Yeah, and obviously there are no horses.
What's the joke? I water polo.
They have a
my
tool?
My
horse
horse
kept drowning.
No, they use their hands.
They just use their hands.
Yeah, so
the whole time.
it's. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
Is polo this anything where you're throwing it into a
Net?
goal?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe there's a Latin root.
Do they call them chuckers and all that stuff in water polo?
In water polo? I didn't watch much water polo. It looked like everybody was trying to keep from drowning, so
Yeah,
it made me a little nervous.
What do you go to? Do you go to polo matches?
But it's on horses.
Okay.
My brother John played water polo in high school.
Oh,
Did
yeah?
he?
Yeah. And then he got suspended for mooning the coach.
I will tell you this.
From the diving board.
Is that true?
From the diving.
Yes,
Why?
yeah, yeah.
My new hero.
Yeah, she said something he didn't like, and he turned around and mooned.
Oh, and it was a she. Oh, God, he'd be arrested today.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he'd be in prison.
The meaning of polo is a game played by teams of players on horseback using mallets with long, flexible handles. It doesn't say anything about water polo.
So it should be water soccer or,
And by the way,
or water
just-
football.
I don't know why
I don't know.
toyed with the idea of calling myself the Chucker for a while.
The chuckers?
Oh, yeah, because of Charles and Chuck and Jack.
Can we do Chucker Day?
You've got the Chucker.
I'll tell you, I'm here. Wait, real quick.
Maybe if you-
we're running out of time, and I'll tell you, I'll be the chief again.
Chucker and the
You can be
Chief.
Chucker. Ace, you've always been Ace, right? Never any other nickname?
No.
Can we give you one for the day?
Sure.
Can I pick it?
No.
How about this? But because of the boys, there's a character named Black Noir. How about that? No. Okay, fine.
Black Noir.
That just means
before
black.
we have to.
People are laughing.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, it's a Chucker with Ace. Go, Ace. Tony sent this one in. Reading it verbatim. Hey,
All
chick.
right. Yeah, huh?
Hey, chick.
It's Chucker.
Chucker.
Yeah, Ace, what's up?
Do you know why 9 out of 10 zoo dentists refuse to work on grizzly bears unless a strong anesthetic is used?
Anesthetic.
No, Ace, why? Because there is strength in numb bears.
There is strength in numb bears.
Numb bear.
Ace's Joke of the Day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Time for Today in History. Chief.
I am so far behind. What day is today?
September 3rd.
It's not September.
Number 12.
Day which will live in.
I was
Number 12.
prepared for this. We never got to any news.
Nope, we sure didn't. One
we
story.
didn't do news?
One.
You could have slept in, Chris.
I know.
That's been a long time since we've done that.
Dressed up for nothing.
Okay.
I must have really done well today.
August
You did.
12th. Oh, this is depressing.
Let's give it to us.
No, I'm not going to even.
Come on.
We can take it.
No.
We're adults.
All right, well, give us some.
Yeah,
good.
this is okay.
Prolapsed anus? What's going on?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is depressing.
No, Jason, you're going to need to get ready for this one. I'm just going to tease it.
Jason went home.
Thomas Edison completed the first model of the phonograph. And I believe we actually have the audio.
Oh, my God.
No.
Is that right?
Well, this is
Wait a
sort
minute.
of
What happened today? Thomas Edison completed
the first model for the phonograph.
Model for the phonograph.
Yeah, okay. And we have the audio here.
Here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute,
This is the one
catalog key pieces of audio for
Well, that used to be
archival
me.
and
Did I get
historical
replaced?
purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever
Man, I hope this gets longer.
by Thomas Edison. Where in 1877, he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05TE01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay. The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go.
This is completely the wrong bit.
Yes, and it's the wrong bit.
You two have to communicate.
Here at the
Furious.
All of that for that?
Yep.
We have more.
All right.
Play the one. No, we have the correct one.
Henry Ford built the first Model T on this date in 1908.
Oh, that's cool.
Where's Thomas Edison with his sweet little piece of it?
I don't know.
Sweet.
What happened?
Oh, no, this is the actual audio.
All right.
The first words I spoke
Yes.
There it
in
is.
the original phonograph. Mary had a tight little.
That's right.
Everywhere that Mary went, I would get a piece of that.
That's right.
Just insanity.
That's what we were looking for.
I get
No setup, just the joke. Boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll have to go through the archives of sound.
What's up?
for a joke from '94.
What's up?
It was more contemporary than breakdance.
Do you have any "Where's the Beef" material?
Yeah, it was clearly the wrong one. Here's a good one.
Okay.
The Wizard of Oz premieres in this date in 1939. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see now.
Hey, did you know the Wizard of Oz? All the farmhands were actually in the.
A perfect movie, I would say.
You know, the Wiz also premiered that year, and it was not met with enthusiasm.
People were really puzzled.
Okay. 1990, the largest T-Rex skeleton is discovered. Now, do you know who found it? Anyone? You know the name of
Indiana Jones.
Famously named Sue, after being discovered by Susan Hendrickson.
She was dusting, and
as she should.
As one woman.
Gentleman,
would.
Right.
And happy birthday, Erwin Schrödinger.
Oh, Schrodinger's cat?
Oddly enough, he was a dog guy, funny enough.
Isn't that funny? Hates that he's associated with.
The cat's both alive and dead at the same time. What?
The great Buck Owens, born on this date in 1929.
However, the buckaroo's not born yet.
No, they were much younger.
Oh, God. Tiger by the tail is plain to see.
1935. Is it pronounced John Cazale?
I think so, yeah.
Fredo from The Godfather.
Every movie he was in was nominated for Best Picture.
Wasn't he engaged to
Conversation.
Meryl Streep or something?
Yeah, Lover of
Deer
Her
Hunter,
Life.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Yep.
Great guy. Great actor.
And Weekend at Bernie's 2. There was the one misstep for John Cazale.
But still nominated for Best Picture.
That's right.
And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.